Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field, Team Manitoba. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, Team Saskatchewan. At this time, I ask you please rise, remove your hats, caps, and helmets for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And welcome to McLeod Stadium here in Langley, BC, as we get you set for the U16 West Challenge 2022. Presented by our friends at Football Canada and hosted by the BC PFA. Andrew Wadden alongside Adam Forsyth here with you as we get you set for number 1 ranked Saskatchewan against number 4 ranked Manitoba. But Adam, listen, it's a whole new ball game right now. The last time we saw this was back in 2019, and of course those kids have now graduated on. It's a new crop of kids here in the U16, and looking forward to see what Saskatchewan and Manitoba have to bring here in game 1.
Yeah, it's exciting times. It has been a long wait, as you mentioned, since we last saw this take place, but a new, fresh batch of talent up and coming, some young stars on both rosters. Really excited to see what both teams bring to the table here at McLeod Park. For early July in Langley, you're thinking 25, 30-degree heat, sunshine.
Yeah.
A little bit of rain earlier today, but it looks like it's holding off at least for now. Almost prime football conditions.
So a little scary this morning, though. I didn't know what we were going to run into this morning as the rain was coming down. As you see the players now getting set for the coin flip with the referees here. And, yeah, starting to clear up a little bit. I think we're going to get some good football weather here throughout the evening in Langley. We got a healthy crowd here as well. Many people from Saskatchewan, Manitoba making the trip, of course, with the kids. It's a big event for these guys, a big showcase as for the best teams or the best under 16 kids across Western Canada.
Absolutely, and I think I'll tip my hand in favor of the Saskatchewan contingent so far. There's a lot of Rough Rider green out there, a lot of provincial colors. But not only this game, but coming up after this one at 7 o'clock, we have another great game tonight between Alberta and BC, and then we'll be back here on Wednesday for the bronze medal game, the gold medal game. So plenty of highlight football action here at McLeod Park. We are very honored to be on the call.
Yes, absolutely.
It should be an exciting time.
And the seeds, of course, as we mentioned, from that 2019 game, Saskatchewan, the reigning champion, Manitoba finishing fourth in that, BC second, Alberta third. And we'll see if the host team here can try to break through. If they're silver medalists, of course, we'll see them a little bit later on tonight, as you mentioned. And the coin flip is done right now, so the team's breaking out. Manitoba running over the sidelines, Saskatchewan as well. And, you know, as we look at these players here, for U16, there's some pretty big kids out there. Noah Duhanek, 6'3" and a quarter, 255-pound lineman. I mean, this is U16 that we're doing right here?
I think so.
How big's this kid going to get?
Yeah, right there. That is some prairies farming boy right there as a big kid. And watching these players warm up, you just see the talent on the field, not only in just the size, but some of their skill. The quarterbacks putting on a display, kind of almost trying to one-up each other, I think, in the warm-up. So I'm really excited to see Nolan Urin, the quarterback for Saskatchewan from Weyburn, Saskatchewan. He's, he was impressive in the warm-up, if that's any indication of what he's going to do on the field. On the other side for Manitoba, you have their quarterback, Ryan Wurtzfeld. So big things. I'm predicting big things from both these guys as they look to showcase their skills for us.
The southpaw there as well, Wurtzfeld, number 12 in your program for Manitoba, who is getting out onto the field now. Saskatchewan as well, looking good in those green out there. You know, it's a regular thing when it comes to Saskatchewan. You got to wear the green. And Saskatchewan will be kicking off to Manitoba. To the right of your screen, Manitoba, as we get things set here to kick off this 2022 U16 Western Challenge from McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC. If you're just tuning in here on YouTube, Andrew Wadden alongside Adam Forsythe here will be with you for both games, and then here on Wednesday as well for the bronze medal and gold medal games as Saskatchewan looks to kick off. That's number 40 there, Ty Gorniak, and he'll kick off now. He also plays linebacker for the team. Set to receive. Sindawabu there, and he takes it, runs it out to the right sideline, just picks up a couple of yards there as they'll get things started. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the quarter.
Nice little haul it in the ball there, heading down the right side. Quick tackle made and getting things underway. Both teams, you can kind of tell based on the sideline reactions, there is plenty of energy down there. These players excited that this is their opportunity to kind of showcase their talents to everyone here at McLeod Park, those watching on YouTube, and we'll see what they can do with their first series of plays.
Wurtzfeld under center. He's got one in the backfield, two in motion as he hands it off, and doesn't get anywhere with that one.
A lot of bumping around on that first play, bumped into his own players. Quick tackle made for a couple of yards. Nothing much happening there, but again, very early on. Got to get touches, make sure everyone's feeling the ball.
On it first with the run there. Wurtzfeld, as mentioned, the lefty. 6'1", 162 pounds. As he sets up in shotgun, he's got one man in the backfield, two in motion, two wide. And he's looking run there. As he scrambles out to his left, just through the fingers there. Mikon Adanunga, the 5'9" receiver, can't make the play there. It's going to be second down.
But that's exactly what we were talking about pregame was Wurtzfeld dancing around in the pocket, showcasing his skills. He looked like he was hemmed in there, was potentially going to take the sack, managed to get out, puts the ball on target, and unfortunately his receiver with the drop. But again, impressive showcasing of his skills to get out to that left side, an impressive throw, and the lefty with a strong arm early. But unfortunately, it does not result in anything.
Yeah, Liam Platt was out there hounding him out of Regina, the Raphael Royals. 3rd and 8 now on the 27-yard line, as they'll go 2 and out, as they say. Maybe some trickery early. Don't really expect it this deep in their own zone, but you never know. 11:02 to go. First minute of action here. Game 1 of the U16 West Challenge from McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC.
Looks like we have a timeout called by Manitoba, so a little bit confusion on their side early out. Just a few minutes into the game, 3rd and 8 on their own at 27. So, as you mentioned, probably punting here. Don't expect any, magical plays early on.
You might want to ease into this one a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Field might be a little damp, too, for these players. The rain's been held off for a few hours now, though, and the guys were warming up. Didn't see much out there, but as mentioned earlier today, it was coming down. It did not feel like a late or early July day. It's July now, by the way.
Yeah, happy Canada Day,
everyone.
And July 4th. Is that tomorrow? I've lost track of the days here.
Yeah.
But for any American
4
viewers
comes
right
after
now,
3. Yeah, there we go. As they get set to punt it out. Not the best punt, just gets out over the 55-yard line. And that's number 26, Liam Platt, that picks it up for Saskatchewan. So they'll start things off right around the 51, 52-yard line.
Not the most ideal punt to start, and a decent return by Saskatchewan, who now gets set for their first series of plays. I'm really excited to see what Saskatchewan's offense brings to the table here, especially their quarterback, number 16, Nolan Urin. He is under center. Let's see what he can pull off.
Now, shotgun formation. He's got 1 in the backfield, 3 in motion with 2 wide as he hands it off there. That's number 22. Olaine Penner, who's out of Saskatoon, Holy Cross Crusaders, 5'7", 165-pound running back, picks up a couple of yards there as they move things forward. 2nd down now.
Just using that offensive line to move forward. Nice chunk of change, picks up 3 yards on that first possession.
So on the 49-yard line, Uren again in the shotgun. As he looks to his right, to the far side, picks it up. That's number 81, Sullivan Smith-Windsor. As he gets a good chunk of change, they're going to move the sticks.
Very nice throw there, strong, confident throw. Finds his guy on the far sideline wide open, and he picks up some significant yardage after the catch. So very impressive opening throw from Urin.
Manitoba's punt didn't go too far, so gave Saskatchewan some good field position to start things off, and they've been able to get themselves moving here.
That punt was at the 27-yard line. They're already down to the 28, so pretty much right where they kicked from.
Exactly. 2 plays later there, as that's handed off again to number 22, Olaine Penner.
Fumble.
And we got a ball on the ground, and it looks like it's going towards Manitoba. Yes. Manitoba with the turnover, so Saskatchewan with all those positive yards ends up turning over the ball.
Penner with a very impressive spin out of that initial scrum. Looked like he was going to be taken out. Spun away from it, found some zone, was picking up speed, but a little bit of a slippery ball situation there as it popped out, and Manitoba made no mistake, hopping right on it. They get the ball right back on their own 17-yard line.
And that looks like number 52, Jake Godfrey, who was able to punch it loose, the 6'2", 185-pound linebacker. So defense holds up for Manitoba as they flip the ball over now. We'll see what Wurtzfeld can give the Manitoba offense. He's got 1 man in the backfield in shotgun. He hands it off. That's number 34 with the run. And it's a big chunk here. Onan first, getting the first down. Big chunk, big pickup as they take it over their own 50-yard line.
That is the play you're looking for on the first down. Nice set of skills. That is a big boy running it down there, picking up speed, shrugging off defenders, getting some great blocking from his teammates, coming back into the play as well. And he is racing down that right side. Great play, passing him to midfield.
Jay Ward, the defensive back out of Regina, with the tackle. So now 1st and 10 for Manitoba on their own 51. Wurtzfeld scrambles out, gives it to First, but First can't make up the play. Some good defense there from Saskatchewan.
Very good defense again. Wurtzfeld showing off his footwork, trying to break out to the right side, not finding anything, circles back. Maybe a bit of a panic throw here, but
bit of a broken play from the looks of it as well.
Exactly, and his running back was not expecting that, but no harm, no foul. 2nd and 10, 8:25 left in the opening quarter.
Big number 91, Royce Rathgerber, 210 pounds, just 5'11" and a half, but a big boy out of Yorkton. So 2nd and 10 now. Wurtzfeld out of the shotgun. Looks to his right, has the pressure. Number 41 coming in with the big sack. Guess who that is? Nitro Ice Hannah, the linebacker out of Regina. That's right, Nitro Ice is his first name. And boy, he iced the quarterback with that one.
Getting the jump celebration from his teammates. What a tackle. Watching the replay here, he just manhandles his defender and rips down Wurtzfeld. Very impressive play there.
Onan First getting a taste of the Nitro Ice there. When we saw his name on the roster, we expected big things. We've seen it so far.
Absolutely. Nitro Ice red hot to start this game.
So another punt from Manitoba. 2 possessions. They punted both of them after the turnover there. And they kick it out right around the 43-yard line of Saskatchewan. So Saski will start in their own zone, a little deeper than they started the last possession. Let's see if they can turn things around now after getting that 2 and out.
Yeah, a bit of a feeling out process between the two teams so far. Nothing major in terms of yardage gains. Nothing really. We haven't seen either team in the red zone, but we have seen some pretty impressive plays on both sides of the football.
So Uran now out of the shotgun. He's got one in the backfield with him. He hands it off and picks up a couple, maybe 2 yards there, but nothing doing for Saski.
Now we'll see. Last time Saskatchewan had the ball, we saw this run up the middle for a short gain. Then he looked outside to his receivers and found his target down the field. So we'll see if he looks to his sidelines again to try and pick up the first down. 2nd and 7 with 7 minutes to go.
Braden Wolfe with the run there. Again, out of the shotgun for Uran. He's got Wolfe beside him. Play action. Goes to the far left sideline. It's picked up by there. Sullivan Smith-Windsor with the reception out of Prince Albert. Is it going to be enough to move the sticks? It looks like it will be. First down, Saskatchewan.
So once again, similar to their play calling last offensive series. Short run, looks outside, finds his target, breaks the first tackle, and then picks up a few more yards to get the first down. A very impressive play and an impressive throw.
Oh, and Sampson trying to drape all over but couldn't make the tackle. So Saskatchewan now moving the sticks, getting the first down as well. They got ball possession's going to be huge here, though, Adam. And we know that Saskatchewan, coming into this as the reigning champions, they want to maintain that, represent for the province, if you will.
Yeah, these kids, it's strange. Like 2019, the last time this was held, so these kids would have been 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
And now they're playing in this big game here at McLeod Park.
1st and 10 on the 49-yard line. Uren, 1 in the backfield, 3 in motion, hands it off once again. And Wolfe takes it up the gut, but nothing doing there.
Stick to the script. It's worked so far. Run. Look outside for a pass, and I would not be surprised if that is what the play call is coming in from the sidelines right now.
Now, if you're picking that up there, though, you're going to have to make some adjustments if you're Manitoba, right?
Absolutely, and I think that's probably what they're doing. We'll see how their defensive scheme looks here, if they've kind of spread things out to take away that receiver on the far side, and it looks like they maybe even have a double team on that side.
2nd and 7 now, and it's a poor snap over the head of Uren. He's going to get tackled all the way down on the 44-yard line, so that's not going to be good for Saskatchewan. They're going to be forced to punt it away.
Just unfortunately a poor snap, but quick decision and recovery. But again, massive loss there. Moves things way back. Brings up 3rd down.
Uren doing his best as he could there just to hold on to that ball. It said a little bit slippery conditions out there today, but the rain has held up quite a bit. So we'll see if this works out for Saskatchewan as they're going. Nope. They punt it out to the right side. A fairly good punt. Gets picked up there just around the 22, 23-yard line. That's Mason Vogt as he gets tackled quickly by Saskatchewan. So not really the most positive offensive set there for Saskatchewan, but they're able to pin down Manitoba deep into their zone here, see if the defense can hold things up.
Yep, nice little return there. Brought it out to the outside. A nice kick. He kind of rolled out of the pocket and booted it down the sideline. Got a pretty generous bounce. But Manitoba's possession at about their own 31.
1st and 10.
So despite the fancy footwork of Wurtzfeld so far, not much going in terms of offense for Manitoba. So they'll be looking to get things going about halfway through the first quarter.
Again, out of the shotgun. First is in the backfield. They got 2 men in motion. He fakes the play action. Little pitch off there. And this is going to be a big chunk there for Manitoba. That's number 88, Max Payne, bringing the pain for Manitoba football as they move the sticks.
Great catch there by the receiver and just finds open field, barges his way up the sideline, embraces the tackle, picks up a couple extra yards, and right away, right at midfield.
Kind of a tight end looking there in Max Payne, 6'1", 185 pounds. So Manitoba now, 1st and 10, they hand off the ball. That's first.
This is what Manitoba's looking for, though, to get kind of the momentum going, and that Payne catch should help things. No yards on this last little run here, so 2nd and 10.
Not to confuse things with first and first downs, but it's Owen First, number 34 in your program. The running back for Manitoba. As Wirtzfeld now out of the shotgun, looking past, does a little dump off there for First, but he loses his footing. And unfortunately for Manitoba, that looks like it's going to be another 2 and out.
Yep, nice catch, but unfortunately nowhere to go, slippery conditions. We do have a Manitoba player down as well, so the medical staff coming on to take a look at him. Regardless, it will be 3rd and 8, so the punt team is expected to come out here.
Manitoba taking the kneel as the referees talk amongst themselves here. I want to say thanks to Sports Canada TV for producing the show today, and of course our friends at BCPFA hosting Football Canada's U16 West Challenge here. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here at McLeod Park as Dayton Dubuque-Morrisseau out of Winnipeg, Grant Park, big 6'1", 260-pound offensive lineman. Looks like got a leg injury of some sort there. Still 0-0 here, 4:14 to go in the first quarter. Game 1 of the U16 West Challenge here at McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC.
Unfortunate injury there. You hate to see that in these showcase games. He's making the trek all the way out here to Langley and McLeod Park. Looks like leg or ankle injury on his right leg there. Helped off, completely put any weight on it. So hopefully it is just a temporary thing. He comes back. Off the snap.
Bad snap there, and Manitoba's punter is forced to just sit on the ball and look at this field position, Adam, for Saskatchewan. very fortunate with 4:09 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is the second of the bad snaps we've seen, one on each side so far, but great field position now for Saskatchewan as either team looking to get on the board now with 4 minutes left in this opening quarter. Great field position to start. This is the situation where Weyburn's Nolan Urain probably licking his lips a little bit at this first down coverage.
Absolutely. Again, out of the shotgun as well. Penner in the backfield. Hands it off to him. And he gets hit right away. A good tackle there. That's by number 5, Grayson Ross, the linebacker, with the nice hit there.
The replay of Ross just splitting the gap and just meeting him head on. A great textbook defensive tackle here.
Manitoba's defense starting to flex their muscle a little bit. They're going to need to, though, considering where the ball is. 27-yard line, 2nd and 10 now for Saskatchewan. Uren in the shotgun again. Looks past, goes across the flats and can't find his man. That's number 88, Ty Fadak Andrews, who's out of Regina. Can't make the reception.
Andrews in motion on the right side here, cutting across the middle, looking a little bit like Mark Andrews, Baltimore Ravens. Cuts across the middle, throw just a touch behind him, and unfortunately a drop, because if he hauls that or if that passes in front of him, he has that entire side of the field to go to the left side.
Yeah. Uren is going to be kicking himself for that one, and he sees the replay. They're going for it here on 3rd and 10, though, and it's again bobbled the snap. Uren goes down. Did anybody even touch him? No, it doesn't matter. They're calling the play down. So not the greatest possession for Saskatchewan when you consider the field position.
Unfortunate turnover on downs there, and Manitoba may be getting away with one, but it was because of their stellar defense.
Yep.
A solid tackle on the first down. Drop pass on the second, and then again a bad snap. So maybe the slippery conditions down from the rain earlier this morning is playing a factor down on the field.
Ryan Wurtzfeld, see what he's got now as Manitoba comes back on with the offense. Still no score here at McLeod Stadium. Game 1, the U16 West Challenge. It's good to be back, Adam.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Shotgun, there's the pass, sees his man, hauls it in. Beautiful catch there. Mikun Adanunga, the 5'9" receiver with the reception. That's going to be first down for Manitoba.
See, fantastic to be back, and fantastic throw, fantastic catch here. This is what we come to expect from this quarterback. We're looking at the previous.
We got a penalty here, though, a 15-yard penalty as some laundry has hit the field. That's going against Saskatchewan.
So they're moving it.
Yeah, they're going deeper in to Saskatchewan's territory for Manitoba's. Perhaps we can see some points on the board here as they'll start things off on the 41, 1st and 10.
First flag of the game, and it's a big one, 15 yards all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Wurtzfeld hands it off first. Trucking his way. He's making his way past the 30, the 20, the 10. Can he get in? Oh, let's see. We got a single touchdown. No. The 1-yard line. Got a little ahead of myself there, Force, but boy, getting the first down and more.
I don't blame you there because he was moving, cutting in that side. A very impressive run from first there. Just watch this man in motion. He cuts out to the left side, he spots his lane, and he puts his head down and starts trucking. Again, great blocking from Manitoba here, too. As he sneaks in just shy.
And they try to push their way into the end zone. Onan First, who we've seen a lot of so far in this game, the running back, number 34 for Manitoba, out of Winnipeg. Oak Park is his school. He tries to push this one into the end zone, but he hits a wall of green.
So 2nd and 2. Now to 2 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Wurtzfeld now checking the arm, wants to see what play they're going for. In the shotgun as well, got a man in motion. As there's a flag out now, and there's almost what could have been a pick six, but we got to see what this laundry's all about.
Noah Finkeley out of Regina read that play perfectly. He is gone if he manages to haul that in.
Yeah. You see Wurtzfeld now, and looks like it was offside for Saskatchewan. Yeah, offside Saskatchewan there. So that's going to push Manitoba right up to the goal line now. They're on the 2, and I got a feeling we're going to see number 34 here.
I would imagine, based off the previous plays, he is lined up.
Wurtzfeld now in the shotgun once again, hands it off to first, and can he make his way in? Do we see the signal? Yes, we do. Touchdown, Manitoba. 6 on the board, owning first with the first touchdown of the game.
Not a surprise, as you predicted there, Wadden. Just puts his head down, drives through. They got a little bit lucky that Saskatchewan jumped on the offside prior to get the new set of downs. But again, handoff, drive up the middle, using his linemen as blockers, and he powers his way into the end zone. We have some points on the board.
Absolutely. 6-0 now for Manitoba, as Brady Templeton will try to make it 7. Templeton also plays receiver, 5'5", 130 pounds. Let's see if he can get the single one through, and he does. 7-0 Manitoba here at McLeod Stadium. Force, and boy, how things could have changed if they were able to get that pick for Saskatchewan. Noah Finkeldy really jumped it, but wasn't able to secure his mitts on it. And Manitoba, though, it wouldn't have mattered really with the penalty anyway, but Manitoba able to punch it in. 7-0 Manitoba, the 4 seed right now on top of the 1 seed early on in this game.
Very impressive set of downs there by Team Manitoba, and we talked all about quarterback Ryan Wurtzfeld kind of pushing the offense, and he has shown off his footwork, but it has been his running back, Onan First, who has been impressing that run to the left side, bringing it down to the goal line, where he just broke through several defenders, almost found that corner post. A couple of plays later, drives it into the end zone, 7-0. First, impressing. It's his 8th year of tackle football, and you can show that he kind of has the veteran savvy, if you can say that about a U16 team.
Brady Templeton out of Vincent Massey in Winnipeg. He kicks things off. That's picked up there. That's number 81. Sullivan Smith-Windsor, as he takes it up to about the 45, 44-yard line.
We've seen him a few times today, so he's on the receiving end for a kick. He's already hauled in 2 passes from his quarterback, so he's been all over the field early in the first quarter as Saskatchewan tries to even things up, get some points on the board. They haven't really had any sustained drives, not a lot of first downs to speak of on their side of the ball, so we will see if their quarterback, Nolan, your ranking, get things going.
7-0 Manitoba. If you're just tuning in, 1:28 to go here in the first quarter from McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC. As you're in now. Under center, not in the shotgun this time, hands it off. That's going to be to Penner. Penner able to get some yardage, but he's going left, not going south, if you will.
Brought down. Nice little tackle made as we approach the 1-minute mark left in the opening quarter. Brings up 2nd down. It was good for him to not take the loss there, though, as it looked like that play kind of was broken at the jump, and that could have been bad. But, again, Saskatchewan trying to get anything going at this point to kind of build some momentum on their side. 2nd and 9 with 45 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Ren once again now, not in shotgun this time, so under center, looking pass, looks to his right in the flats. That's Rogan Pipko. Pipko breaking a couple of tackles, just trucking his man down there. The 5'10", 166-pound receiver flexing his muscle on that one.
Playing for the Greenall Griffins, Pipko. Breaking the 1 tackle on the replay here, and then just
trucks his man.
Smokes his guy, picking up the first down, a much-needed first down for Saskatchewan.
Christian Donaldson feeling the wrath there of Pipko.
Good, strong, confident throw there from your end as well.
So 1st and 10 now on Manitoba's 48. Uren hands it off once again, but this one has been gobbled up by Manitoba as going nowhere, Elaine Penner.
Nice little tackle there as they cross the midfield. Final play of the opening quarter. Manitoba, only one with points on the board so far, 7-0.
The game 1, U16 West Challenge here from McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC. It's been a couple of years since these teams have been able to play this game, and as mentioned earlier, Saskatchewan the reigning champs, but it really doesn't mean anything as those players have now graduated on. They're in the U18 program at this point. But Manitoba, the 4 seed coming in, but they have the lead right now at 7-0.
Impressive opening quarter. Again, these players are trying to showcase their talents, their skills, and doing a pretty good job so far. Very impressive opening quarter. What do you think Saskatchewan needs to kind of do in the second quarter to bounce back here?
Well, I mean, they got to get some positive offensive reps going on at this point. This team they showed well early, but then they weren't able to sort of pick it up. So see if Saskatchewan can. Maybe the fact that they're the reigning champs right now might be feeling it a little bit of pressure as well. The pressure's not on Manitoba, right?
Yep. I think you got to continue to rely on that Nolan Uring connection with his wide receivers, Sullivan, Smith, Windsor. They've connected a couple of times for very positive yardage. Mm-hmm. But we'll see if they can get on the board. 2nd and 9 to start the second quarter.
All right, Uren now. Under center. Oh, we got a different QB in, actually. This is number 15 there.
And there's Smith Windsor again.
Kyron Homfan, under center, out of Saskatoon. His first throw, and, hey, it's picked up there.
A bit of a wobbler,
yeah,
but hauled in. And, again, the most impressive receiver so far on Team Saskatchewan, driving up the field and turns it into about a 20-yard gain.
So Hoffman under center now, still for Saskatchewan as he replaces Uren. And it's run. They try to take it up the middle, and Manitoba's there just a couple of yards for us.
And there we go. That's what we're talking about. To start the second quarter, they needed a couple of good, strong offensive plays, and they are quickly moving the ball. They've already picked up 25 yards over a series of 2 plays. It'll be about 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, and just shy of the 20-yard line. So looking pretty good for Saskatchewan here as they're finally maybe getting some sustained momentum.
So Homfan out of the shotgun here. He's got a man to his left. Looking pass, wants to go deep, and he does. Looking for number 8. It's a touchdown right there. Adrian Renome with the touchdown. The 5'10" receiver out of Regina put 6 on the board for Saskatchewan.
What a throw. That is how you come into the game for Kylan Hufela. He is – what a throw. Those render me speechless there, Watt.
The backup. Looking like the starter here. Yeah.
He knew exactly where he was going from the snap on this ball. Perfectly placed right over the outstretched arms of the defender. Hauled in by Riom. Just like that, Saskatchewan strikes.
And they're able to get the single point as well. So 7-all now, 10:33 to go in the second quarter. And you sort of broke down exactly what you wanted to see from Saskatchewan. Well, they must have been listening to you, Forrest, because they were able to get it done.
Very impressive moving down the field that quickly, but what a strike. What a throw by that quarterback coming into the game. That was really good. So we'll see if Manitoba now can bounce back.
Kyron Hufan, number 15 in your program for Saskatchewan. Not the biggest quarterback, 5'8", 145 pounds, as mentioned, out of Saskatoon, but getting it done there as he replaced Nolan Uren under center. So Saskatchewan is now on the board. It's 7-all, and we got a little bit of a fight going on.
Yeah, that throw, again, maybe it was just because he is a little bit smaller than stature than you expect from a quarterback, but that arm strength was he dropped that on a dime. Very impressive play there. So 7-7, 10:30 left in the second quarter.
Ty Gorniak will.
We got ourselves a football game.
Yes, absolutely. Ty Gorniak will kick things off here for Saskatchewan as he kicks it. A little bit of a line drive there. Picking it up, number 22.
Big
hit. Nitro Ice. Feeling it. We knew this kid was going to be a baller. If you've got that name, you've got to be a baller. 41, Nitro Ice Hannah from Saskatchewan, just lighting it up.
There is a flag down on the play, so we'll see what the penalty is. But, man, what a hit and a bit of a showman. With a name like that, you got to be a showman. So that hit on the far side or the near side of the field in front of the crowd. He pumps his hands in the air, does a little flex. He knows what's up.
Sindikawabu feeling the effects there of the Nitro Ice. I think we should just drop the last name. Nitro Ice is just amazing. I love that. We're going first name basis here.
I mean, for a U16, this is a very outdated reference, but he should be on like the, what's the show from the?
American Gladiators?
Yeah, American Gladiators.
There you go. I think they brought that show back. I could be wrong.
Okay.
So it's 7-all, but the move things back as there was a penalty on Manitoba. So they'll start deep into their own zone here. Wurtzfeld in the shotgun, and of course he's got first in the backfield.
2 receivers out to each side.
As he's looking past and looking deep as he tries to get it to his man. Oh, what a catch there! Miku Nadunonga with the catch. Beautiful moving the sticks for Manitoba.
What a catch on the near sidelines. Managing to twist his body around, hauling that in, toe tapping. What a throw down the sideline on the replay. Reaches back, manages to get both feet down. It is very close. They are ruling it a catch.
And they hand it off now. That one's going out to number 11, Ahmed Kanu. And he is breaking tackles all the way down, but we got a flag on the play. We'll see what this results in. Might be a horse collar. Big pickup there for Manitoba.
He just kept picking up speed after every hit. It was like it was giving him sonic speed there, ripping down the middle.
Ahmed Kanu, first touch we've seen from him all day, and boy, did he make the most of it.
We'll see what the flag is, but that was a impressive series. Breaking through 1, 2, 3, spins off
Look
the
at
fourth
that.
guy.
That's the B button in Madden, is it not?
Takes 3 more defenders to finally bring him down.
It's still the B button. I'm a little behind when it comes to video games.
Yeah, I need the original Nintendo cheat code,
exactly.
ABB, up, down.
Yeah.
But either way, he found it.
So Manitoba now, and it looks like the penalty was on Saskatchewan, so they're really deep into the zone as they'll set up on the 11-yard line, the 10-yard line, I guess. Yep. 1st and 10 for Manitoba. And let's see if if Manitoba can punch it in.
Yeah, Canoe with that last run there got some audible gasp up as he accelerated through that pack up here at the broadcast booth. Very impressive run, and it's given them great field position.
Oh, Wurtzfeld just looking towards the sideline. Looks like they got a timeout here, perhaps.
Saskatchewan timeout, I believe.
Yeah. So timeout Saskatchewan, 7-all. And we got a ball game going on here. We're starting to see the offense sort of find some life for us.
Yep. I think maybe that's a bit of the issue is these two teams don't really have a lot of time to, they're not playing exhibition matches before this one. They're traveling to BC and then getting going. So maybe it was a bit of a feeling out process for the opening few minutes of the first quarter. But early on in the second quarter, we've seen some fireworks. They're starting to get comfortable. Like some of these players have not played with each other a lot, right? Mm-hmm. They're coming out of high school. They're on their high school teams. High school's wrapping up. There's a lot going on in these players' lives right now. So there's not a lot of time to gel, but I think maybe they found it early in the second.
Community football as well, blending in here with Team Manitoba, Team Saskatchewan. Like I said, not really a whole lot to lose here for Manitoba. They are the 4th seed as Saskatchewan comes in as the reigning champion. Wurtzfeld under center, shotgun as he's got first in the backfield, looks to block. He's looking pass, and he swings it out over, looking for his man, Siniwabu, but he isn't able to pick it up.
Yeah, a bit of an overthrow there, but let's see on the replay what he does with this one. Again, nice, confident throw just on an absolute rope, but just overthrows his intended target.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of a miscommunication there because he had ran his route and just simply sailed over his head. So it brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, 2nd and 10 now, Wurtzfeld. He's got Canoe in the backfield. Man in motion. And he hands it off to Canoe. Canoe breaking out. He's trying to get the edge. Can he get it? Oh, there it is. And we got a flag on the play. Wasn't able to punch it in. But we'll see what this flag is all about.
This kid's speed.
Yeah.
Man, he is a speedster. And almost when he just picks it up, he just accelerates. Just couldn't quite cut the corner. There is a flag down, which probably factored into things. But
Jay Ward was after him in hot pursuit. So was Nitro Ice Han. And we've got a injury on the field, so the teams will take the knee, and we'll be back in a moment. Right here, Sports Canada TV is with you here at the U16 West Challenge on YouTube. All right, welcome back to McLeod Stadium here. Manitoba 2nd and 20 as that brought him back. They're going to have to do something here unless they trust their kicker. And as we've seen, especially at this level, tough to make field goals anything deeper than, say, 20 yards. Wurtzfeld now.
He's got blockers.
And there's Kanu, and he's into the end zone. They're pointing at it. No. Looks like he's going to be just short.
There is some red on the field as a flag is down. That came from the ref in the backfield.
Let's take a look here on the replay. And he was just looking end zone. He is a man possessed right now. Oh, he looks like he kind of fumbled the ball a little bit. Got a little fortunate. Penalty is against Saskatchewan. So as they move the sticks down, it's going to be 1st and goal, I believe. Referees trying to work things out here.
He has absolutely been a factor, though, since coming to this game amid Canoe, the running back. He kind of had blockers out to his right there, and he broke away from them going left.
Yeah, Canoe, from what we've seen so far, number 11 for Manitoba, looks like he's a baller. 5'6", 152 pounds.
Playing well above his size, though.
Yeah.
He's with the speed, he is not afraid to take a hit, and it's shown early on.
Out of Dakota and Winnipeg. So Wurtzfeld now in the shotgun. He's got First behind him, and the big boy just going to try and rush it in again. Oh, what a tackle there. Is that Nitro Ice again? Yes, it is. Number 41. Nitro Ice Hana. Out of Regina. 5'10", 165, playing like much bigger than that.
Again, with a name like that, you figure he's going to be an impact player, and he has absolutely been the biggest impact player on the defensive side of the ball so far in this game. What a huge stop, keeping the points off the board.
Yeah, Onan trying to put it in there. Onan First. The Nitro Ice. And they get the turnover on downs, so.
Onan is a big boy, too.
No, sorry, not for turnover on down. Oh, yes, it is.
It was 3rd and 1. So that was a big play there to keep things out of the end zone. What a strong, confident tackle, too.
Yes.
First a big boy, and Nitro just throwing him to the ground.
As they go handoff as well for Saskatchewan. Don't get too far, though. And Honfan still under center for Saskatchewan. So we've seen the quarterback get switched up here early on for Saskatchewan.
That last play there, just a simple run, get them a few yards, just to get that pressure of them being in the end zone, take away the threat of a safety at least.
2nd and 8. Ball is on their own 5-yard line, so they're going to need a good chunk play here.
Again, if they're looking in the air, Smith Windsor lined up on our near side. He's been a factor early on.
Okay, Homefan out of the shotgun. He's got one man in the backfield with him. He hands it off, and that's number 30, Levi Koenig. And Koenig now just picks up a couple. Looks like it's going to be 2 and out for Saskatchewan.
I think Saskatchewan just making sure that, there's they're tight in their own zone. Let's just pick up some yards, get some safety.
See if we can get a good punt, get it out of here.
Exactly. There is a flag on the field. See what the call is here.
So 8:05 to go, second quarter. We're all locked up at 7 apiece here in game 1 of the U16 West Challenge.
So the penalty was against Saskatchewan, but Manitoba has declined it, which will bring up 3rd down.
Oh, looks like they're going for it at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1,
Yeah.
deep in their own territory.
This could be risky. No, they were just a little trickery there perhaps. Trying to throw Manitoba off, and they were. The players trying to get off the field. Manitoba trying to get the right amount of guys on the field. Little confusion going on here. Trickery from Saskatchewan. Smart play, really. See if they can.
More whistles. we get a timeout there.
Yeah, maybe Manitoba scrambling a little bit, having to dump a timeout to be able to get things sorted out.
Again, the situation too where these teams they're not playing with each other year round, so maybe there is a bit of miscommunication along the way, or is there some scrambling going on?
Smart from Saskatchewan, though, to try to pull the rug out from underneath you.
So, yeah, there is some concern maybe that they are going to try some trickery here.
3rd and 1, ball on the 12.
I think in this situation you have to punt it. You cannot afford to get buried in your own.
The way Saskatchewan's offense has been going as well, you might want to just, get the defense back on the field there. We've seen Saskatchewan's defenses, especially number 41, Nitro Ice Hana, really set the tone for Saskatchewan.
I mean, he single-handedly kept 6 points off the board on that last possession, but he needs his offense to start chipping in here.
All right, so they're going to be looking to punt, or will they? Saskatchewan trying to keep Manitoba on their heels as they punt out of their own end zone, and it's a decent one right out to the 45-yard line, and we got some laundry on the field. It's picked up there by number 9, Mason Vogt, and we'll see what the laundry's all about.
Yeah, 2 flags down, so both referees seeing something there. Mason hauling in.
No yards,
return.
perhaps? It was so close to him.
All getting together to discuss it. Depending on what the call is, the ball will be on about the Saskatchewan 45. But it's going to be moving one way or the other.
Let's see here. No, it wouldn't be that.
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty, yeah.
So Manitoba starting this offensive possession with some great field position with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Still a 7-7 ball game. 1 touchdown on either side.
Yeah, but things go from bad to worse for Saskatchewan. Let's see if they can hold the fort here as Wurtzfeld will try to get him the lead, get Manitoba a lead here. Out of the shotgun. First is in the backfield as well. And he hands it off to him. He runs it up the gut, and he gets some positive yard. He's still on his feet, but he gets taken down there. Good little pickup there on first down for first.
That's the big man's strength right there, just powering his way up the middle, as you see on the replay. Just bodies and hands all over him, and he drives his way up the middle.
Look who's throwing people around, though, in the pack. Our guy right there, Nitro Ice Hana. But positive yardage for Manitoba.
4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
From the 26. The shotgun looking left, and he decides to take it up the middle, but he's taken down, and a big tackle there. That's number 22, Elaine Penner.
He wanted that deep throw target. You could tell he was dancing around there, happy feet, but great coverage downfield. He just had absolutely no options, and Saskatchewan swallowed him up.
Correct myself there. That's Lucas Durant, number 72, looking like 22, all bunched up there. Defensive lineman out of Regina. The Campbell Tartans, 5'10", 191 pounds. So 3rd and 4 now from the 24. And it looks like they're going to try to go for the field goal.
This is all, balls on the 24. As you said, anything outside of the 20 is a bit of a gamble. So we'll see.
Brady Templeton now. And he comes up short, and it's going to be picked up out of the end zone and scooped up there. Good tackle, picked up there by Liam Platt, but Manitoba able to get the good tackle, keep Saskatchewan pinned in their own zone.
A lot going on that play. We do have a penalty against Saskatchewan, a couple of flags on the field. That punt, or that field goal attempt, I should say, was almost blocked. This replay here, there's a couple hands. There's like 3 of them that break through the line.
I think it might have got touched a little bit if you sort of see the trajectory of the ball, but nonetheless, a beautiful tackle there by number 36, Jesse Tanaka. And Manitoba is just really started setting the tone here in the second quarter.
So this is I believe, is this a fresh set of downs based on the penalty?
Yeah.
So first down for Manitoba. Big mistake by Saskatchewan.
So Wurtzfeld. Yeah, you're right. Oh, he trips up his own man there. Amid Kanu can't find the edge. So a break for Manitoba, but then they end up just sort of getting that turf monster. I don't know if the feet connected between the two. Yes, it did right there.
Absolutely did.
Amid Kanu. Get out of my way.
We've seen his speed showcased all game long, but there was a bit of a miscommunication with Wurtzfeld. We'll see what they can do now. 2nd and 16, so a big loss of yards there.
Canoe in the backfield with Wurtzfeld in the shotgun. He's got 3 men in motion, 2 out wide, and he looks wide to the right side, and it's picked up, and it's an easy touchdown there. Mikun Adanunga with the 6.
What a throw again, as you said. You saw it. 3 people lined out to the right, and number 14 just sneaking down that right sideline, hauling it in. He is wide open. He does his job, brings it in, an easy 6. Great throw.
I like what I've seen from Wurtzfeld right there. Look at that. Beautiful throw. Looking like a young Randall Cunningham right there.
You could tell he kind of almost sold the safety. He kind of cheated over towards the other receiver there. That's just the eyes being deceptive. Wurtzfeld, that's the sign of a great quarterback, and then puts it on a dime.
Mikun Adanunga out of Dakota in Winnipeg. And so they'll hit the single, and it's 14-7 for Manitoba. And, Forrest, as I just mentioned, it just looks like Manitoba is starting to set the tone here in the second quarter. And, got a team like Saskatchewan on their heels. The reigning champs are on their heels right now.
Yeah, they're starting to push the pace. Canoe was the big factor in the second quarter. We didn't see a lot of him in the first quarter, but his speed was definitely a factor. Saskatchewan shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, taking some penalties. You can't take a penalty there on that field goal attempt. So that should have been a turnover of downs. Instead, it is great field position. And with a quarterback as talented as Wurtzfeld, you're probably going to find the end zone if, the other opposition is just going to keep giving you those opportunities. So taking advantage, 14-7 for Manitoba with 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in the half. Impressive game of football from both sides so far, but, yeah, you have to give the edge to Manitoba. They just seem like the more complete team at this point.
Adanunga and Canoe both out of Dakota, so teammates in Dakota and Winnipeg, and Wurtzfeld out of Oak Park. And what happened here? We've got a poor kick. And I think we got a late tackle there that's going to draw a flag, perhaps on Saskatchewan. We'll have to see, but not the way that Manitoba wanted to start this defensive.
I need to see this kick again.
Yeah, here we go.
What they were attempting or if this was intentional.
Brady Templeton going for the squib, really, yeah.
But, that's why good play on Saskatchewan's part there to be ready.
Parangi picking it up there. Riel Parangi, linebacker out of Saskatoon. We'll see what that laundry was all about. And, yeah, it's going to push things back for Saskatchewan.
I believe Pipko might have got a
unsportsmanlike conduct, perhaps.
Yeah, for the late kind of throwing down there, so that'll drive him back. So what could have potentially been great starting field position, Saskatchewan, again, penalties being their downfall at this point. And they'll start well back.
From their 33, Homefin in the shotgun. He's got Penner in the backfield, and he's looking past. Goes wide to his right side, and it's picked up, but is it in bounds? That's the question.
No, ref is saying no.
Out of bounds there.
Just couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds there.
Fedek Andrews.
The replay. Again, nice little throw to the outside. He had his target just slightly offline. And Manitoba's coaching staff and team conveniently there to make sure the refs knew that was not a catch.
And Homefan is really looking to pass. He's pass happy, this number 15. Let's see if they go run here, though. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. They do not. He looks to pass again to the wide side, and it's picked up this time. Nice catch there, and it's going to be a first down for Saskatchewan.
That's Pipko again.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, the intended play from the prior play. Catch, cut back at the inside, pick up a nice set of yards.
Saskatchewan looking like the University of Saskatchewan, the Huskies there. Like those colors.
I like the colors of both teams.
Yeah.
I like the black and
looking
gold
like the
trim.
Bisons as well.
Yeah.
University of Manitoba. And of course, Regina Rams wearing green as well. So they love the green in Saskatchewan. As Homefan now.
New set of downs.
Under shotgun. Looks again to his right side. Loves that right side. This time able to make the catch. That's number 88, Fedek Andrews. And he looks like he's going to pick up at least 5 or 6.
Andrews with his second catch of the game. The first one cut across the middle. This one on the outside. Yeah, that is 3 targets down the right side. On the far side of the field, it's clearly working for Saskatchewan as they continue to move upfield. 2nd and 5 now with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
6'1", 170 pounds, Fedek Andrews. out of Regina. Shotgun again. And he's looking past to the right side once again. Looks for Pipko. Oh, and there seemed to be some hand play there, but looks like Manitoba able to get away with it. Thought we might see some laundry on the field.
I like that battle. Both players kind of pushing back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no, that's
just
clean. Yeah.
Just good field positioning there
Yep.
by the Manitoba defender.
Looking for Rogan Pipko. So 3rd and 5 now, and Saskatchewan will have to punt it away once again.
Yeah, but a bit after I had mentioned earlier, the first quarter they're kind of feeling each other out, maybe a little bit of nervous energy. This second quarter has been a lot more clean football. You can kind of see more highlight plays.
It's
just like that one
blocked
right there.
And Saskatchewan able to get on top of it, but Manitoba with the massive block. That's number 6, Owen Sampson. And Sampson, he'll give you what you need.
Yeah, did I just say highlight? Yeah, that was a highlight reel play there. That is very impressive. Nice defensive skills, and Manitoba getting the ball.
Wow. And if you got that reference, then you
is that a wrestling reference?
No. I'll tell you in the break. Somebody chuckled out there, all right? Hopefully. Wurtzfeld now under center, or in the shotgun, that is. He's got first in the backfield. Hands it, play action as he dumps it off there. That's number 88, Max Payne. And he tries to bring the Payne, bringing it up the field.
Flag down in the play. Payne with a reception, holding it out to the left for about 8-9 yards. See what the penalty is, though, if it moves the sticks one way or the other.
Now, I know Hompfan has been really throwing the ball since he came in for Saskatchewan. Wurtzfeld just seems very, very comfortable right now for Manitoba.
It appears calm. Even on the ones where he is looking downfield and he's throwing those, like that last touchdown pass. Yeah. Just no sense of panic. Even when he got the pressure on him early in the game, a couple of those plays, I called him the happy feet, where he kind of just dances around. If he doesn't find his target, he knows he can just go down. He'll take the sack. But at no sense is you ever get the feeling that he's making a panic play. That's just not in his DNA, at least it appears in this game.
When you got playmakers around you like he does, it makes things very easy as he hands it off there to First, but First gets gang tackled there, and it looks like for a loss.
The previous penalty was against Saskatchewan, so it was a 1st and 10 situation there. So that brings up 2nd down. Just over 3 minutes left in our opening half. Manitoba still up 14-7, looking to add more. Let's see what Wurtzfeld has dialed up on this 2nd and 12.
From the 37, out of the shotgun, he's got First behind him once again, the big running back who's got a big day so far early on for Manitoba. 2 men in motion, and he's looking past. Oh, right there! Who is it? Nitro Ice Hanna with the sack, his 2nd of the ball game.
Oh, and that stings. He's catching his breath on that one.
Boy, this kid is an absolute beast.
Hanna just flies in.
Nobody.
Man, First had an option. Which of the two guys did I want to block there? Because it was a 1-on-2 situation, and Nitro Ice Hanna just ripping through and crushing Wurtzfeld. That was a great hit. He's definitely been the defensive star of this game.
Absolutely. Manitoba flexing their muscle on Saskatchewan flexing their muscle on defense. Manitoba leading the game right now, though, 14-7, 2:53 to go, as it's 3rd and 21.
Yeah, a 9-yard loss on that play on the sack.
So Manitoba forced to punt it away. And we'll see if Saskatchewan can do something here. 2:51 to go in the quarter. Try to even things up. Oh, it looks like it was partially blocked there. Might have got a fingertip or two on it. But Saskatchewan will start from what looks like their 41.
Yeah, a bit of a tough snap there, the way the ball landed in the...
Oh, no, nothing.
He kind of tried to pivot that football. He felt the pressure, kicked it up, and not a lot of yardage out of that play. So maybe this is the break that Saskatchewan was looking for.
So let's see if Hompfan can get his offense going for Saskatchewan. They've been pass happy.
They have. As I said, they just haven't, outside of that one touchdown, they haven't really had a lot of sustained driving success, not a lot of first downs. So this is a big series for them.
Hompfan under center, looking like they're going to run, and that's what they do. But they try to go up the gut, and it just keeps on going. Saskatchewan with the first down, because that's number 28, Braden Wolfe, with the pickup out of Regina.
I believe that was Wolfe's first touch of the game, and it's an impressive one. The 165-pounder, rumbling his way up the right side. Looks like he also broke a few tackles on that far side of the field. Nice blocking
Some nice
from his
help
teammates
there,
there. And, yeah, he just kept moving his feet.
That's that lower body, that core strength. Keep you driving there.
Yeah.
So Homfen again under center. Takes a look at his arm, looking for the play. And it looking like they're going to run again, and they do. Once again, out there to Wolfe, and Wolfe is just howling his way up for the first down.
Flag down on the play. I think this one might be coming back on a hold, but, yeah, there we go. 2 quick touches for Wolfe and a bunch of yards. Yeah, there is the hold.
Yeah.
So that one will be coming back.
So
unfortunate for Wolfe because that was an impressive little series of plays there.
Now we're starting to see some now different looks from Saskatchewan, different players stepping up.
Yeah, getting the teams involved.
Elaine Penner, who was the starting running back.
No, picking up the flag.
So they negate the call?
Yeah, fresh set of downs then for Saskatchewan.
Looks that way. 1st and 10 now for Saskatchewan, so Wolfe's yardage was positive. And let's see if Saskatchewan can do something with it. 1st and 10 on Manitoba's 42. 2 minutes exactly to go here. Running clock at the moment. 14-7 for Manitoba.
And don't think I didn't notice your howling comment, by the way, on Wolfe. Just
Thank you.
Top-notch one.
Homefan now in the shotgun. He's got Wolfe beside him, and they run it once again. Why not, really? But this time, gone to the well few too many times as Connor Brindley was there for the tackle.
Yeah, making the adjustment, Team Manitoba did just that, bringing Wolfe down immediately. So 3rd straight touch for Wolfe, and he is brought down.
2nd down now. And it looks like about 11.
Time ticking down in the opening half. So Saskatchewan would love to get in the end zone here, have things evened up.
2nd and 12 from the 44. Homefan now looking pass, and he just dumps it off across the flats there. That's number 80. Rium out of Regina, and he's going to come up just short of the 1st down.
So decision time for Saskatchewan, probably about a yard and a half short of the 1st down. I would not be surprised if they go for it here. Solid little play by the quarterback there, looking downfield, sold the defenders on it, and just a little dump over top of the defensive line. Finds Riom, who cuts his way across the left side, leans down, just can't quite get to the marker. Nice little tackle by Manitoba's number 10 there, Christian Donaldson, to stop the 1st down.
Great read there for Homefan, is just looking through his progressions, see that first level is wide open.
That's a tough pass, too, with hands up. Just the quick little dump over top there. It's very hard when you have hands in your face.
Multi guys in the backfield here for Homefan as they show run, and they do, and they just get stopped right in their tracks. Number 22, Penner.
That is a massive turnover on downs there with a minute to go in the half. What a play.
You got a face full of black there.
You can just tell. Look.
Right in on it. That's number 41 and number 52, Connor Brindley and Jake Godfrey in on the tackle.
Brindley slicing through that offensive line like butter. Hot, like butter on a hot knife. Very impressive play there. Bringing him down. Turnover on downs, and Manitoba must be loving that.
Yeah, Wurtzfeld now with a little bit to work with, just under a minute to go, 59 seconds, 1st and 10 from his own 34. In the shotgun. Got 1st in the backfield, 2 men in motion, 2 wide. And it looks like they're, no flag on the play, actually. Thought there was an offside there, but the Zebras didn't see it the same way.
Brought down for a sack. That pushes them well back. Yeah, a bit of a broken play there, some confusion. It definitely appears. Let's see if we can see if there's offside or movement there.
Yes.
There it is.
Absolutely.
So Stripes missed that one, and as a result,
Lucas Durant jumping the gun, but got a little lucky.
Got away with it.
So 2nd and 10 now, Wurtzfeld, as he hands it off to First. First runs into nothing there, and he's down. So this is going to be a punt situation coming up.
Yeah, quick series of downs there for Manitoba.
First kind of runs into the butt of his own offensive lineman. That's number 60, Landon Mann.
Yeah, I think Tregan Greed Edmonds, number 37, with the tackle for Saskatchewan there. The Saskatoon native. So that brings up 3rd and 21 in the dying seconds of the opening half. So Manitoba's just looking to get this ball as deep downfield as possible on this punt.
Absolutely, yeah. With 35 seconds to go, as you mentioned, you want to maintain this lead. Do not want to go into halftime with things all evened up. Don't want to give Saskatchewan anything at this point, any sort of positive momentum going into the half. We're having a little discussion here amongst the officials. Perhaps a little trash talking going on there in the trenches,
I'd love Team Saskatchewan to we got away with an offside there.
Yeah,
What are you
What are you going to do about it? Punt us the damn ball. And this is going to be a tough punt for Manitoba as they are deep into their zone, sitting on their 24-yard line.
A lot of room out to this right side here towards our broadcast booth. They
Punts
go down
away.
the left side.
And picks it up at Manitoba's 51 and runs it back. Check the number there. That's number 26, Liam Platt.
Nice little scoop up on the rolling punt there, breaking his way down the sideline, tiptoeing just out of bounds. Saskatchewan with 25 seconds left in the half. Outside shot at the end zone here. At about the Manitoba 37.
So home fan out of shotgun. He's got Wolfe right next to him. And he's looking past. And he's looking deep. Pipko there. No.
I don't know if he was going to be able to haul that in, but there is a flag down on interference.
Fedek Andrews was the receiver that was intended there, but boy, this is going to be a tough call.
He was splitting the two defenders. Their feet got tangled up, and he went down, and the ref was quick to throw the flag. Let's see how much contact there was on this replay.
He likes to go deep. He's seen it already. And just sort of get time. That's a tough call there.
He lost a shoe in the process there.
So fortunate for Saskatchewan as they get a call that goes their way. 20 seconds to go. 1st and 10 now. And let's see if they can punch it in and get into this halftime.
All the way down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah. Into this halftime with a tie game. Home fan in the shotgun again. Wolfe to his right. 3 in motion. Bad snap. Picks it up from his toes. There's Pipko. He picks it up. Cross seam. Nobody's there. Touchdown, Saskatchewan.
Wow. Great play. And there you go. That's the break Saskatchewan was looking for. Yep. Nice series of play calling, and they are an extra point away from having this thing tied up likely going into the half.
A misplay offside that goes their way, and then a pass interference that perhaps was questionable, but nonetheless, Saskatchewan puts 6 on the board. They're looking to put 1 more in there, and they can tie this up. And they do.
How about Rogan Pipko, though? A couple of his receptions today, he kind of does that, very quietly sneaks across the middle of the field and just turns on the Jets. I believe 2 of his 3 receptions have been that exact play. This one just finding the open field, and he could have strutted to the end zone. He had so much open space there. So a great second quarter for Manitoba. It looked like they were going to be in control, but Saskatchewan puts 1 on the board in the dying seconds of the half. And I've said it a couple times. We have ourselves a football game.
Yeah, and if you're Stephen Hirsch and the coaching staff in Manitoba, you're thinking to yourself, just got to keep these guys going, right? I mean, at this point, Saskatchewan got a little bit of help, if you will, but able to get the score, and it's now 14 seconds to go. But Manitoba, all they want to do is just go into this halftime and feel good about themselves because really they've controlled the play, but it has been Saskatchewan has been able to flex their muscle a little bit on defense. It's going to be a great second half.
The quarterback change in the second quarter, bringing in Kyron Homefan, was a good call. It turned out he's for a bit of an undersized guy.
Yeah,
he's very impressive in the pocket, arm strength. Just kind of leans back off that last foot or his back foot and just launches downfield. And he's finding his targets repeatedly. So, he's got his team right back into this thing.
Yeah, I think the key, don't let him load up, because once he loads up, he can actually fire it down there.
Which is a credit to his offensive line that they are giving him the protection, where Manitoba has not really, other than a couple of times, been able to get through and have a free crack at him. They're protecting their smaller quarterback, and he is taking the time, launching it downfield, and his receivers are getting open for him.
We do know there's some playmakers here on this Manitoba side, though, and let's see if Wurtzfeld can get it to them as he's got 9 seconds to work with. 1st and 10 from his own 32. Out of the shotgun. Looks pass. Left side. And that's Sinikawabu with the first, or excuse me, I don't know if he quite got the first down. Did he get it? Looking like he might be just about a yard short, perhaps, maybe right on the line. Yeah, they're going to go 2nd and 1 here.
Just 5 seconds, so probably the last play of the half.
Yeah, let's see if Wurtzfeld looking deep. And he's out of the shotgun, just hands it off to First, and First picks it up, and that'll be the end of the half as it's deadlocked at 14 apiece here between Saskatchewan and Manitoba, then 1 seed against the 4 seed. Game 1 of the U16 West Challenge here from McLeod Stadium in Langley, BC. We'll be back with you at the start of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back to McLeod Stadium here in Langley, BC. The 2022 U16 West Challenge, presented by Football Canada and hosted by our friends at British Columbia Provincial Football Association. As Manitoba will kick things off to start off the second half. We're all locked up at 14 apiece, and boy, we've seen quite the game here, Adam, as it's been good on both sides, really, for Saskatchewan and for Manitoba on the defense and the offense. We got a bit of a broken play here as Saskatchewan having some issues with the kickoff. Smith Windsor able to pick it up for Saskatchewan and maintain the ball. But boy, they are pinned, or not so much pinned, but they're deep into their own zone to start the first drive here on offense in the second half.
Yeah, you were just going to throw out a comment about how they've been both playing pretty clean football,
yeah,
and then a little bit of hilarity to start. But yeah, very impressive first half from both teams. Again, 14-14, couple of touchdowns on both sides. So far for Manitoba, we have only seen Ryan Wurtzfeld under center, while Saskatchewan split it with Nolan Urang and Kyron Humphin.
And it looks like it's Urang back under center for them, and they hand things off. Is that Wolfe? It is, number 28. Wolfe with the pickup there, and for the first down stats, Braden Wolfe with 7 rushes for 34 yards and 55 yards in the first half for Saskatchewan on the ground.
Yeah, he was kind of a late addition. Was pretty quiet in the first quarter, but had those 2 back-to-back breakout plays early in the second quarter, getting some yards on the board for Saskatchewan.
We'll get to some of those first half stats in just a moment. Wolfe with the handoff again, and as mentioned, Urang is back under center. So Manitoba won the rush game in the first half, 142 yards. Saskatchewan, as mentioned, with 55. The passing yards, though, went to Saskatchewan, 152 yards. Rogan Pimpko with the touchdown and 55 yards on that first half, Adam.
Yeah, impressive so far from Pipko. He was kind of over the field. I said he kind of caught the ball outside, would run back inside, and that's how he found the end zone in the second quarter.
113 yards passing for Manitoba. They're going to pass against Saskatchewan, and they do it right to Smith Windsor, who is going to break things open here as he gets past the 50. He's getting deep into the Manitoba zone. Can he go all the way? He breaks the tackle. The 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's in the touchdown. We're in the end zone for the touchdown.
There is the connection again. Smith Windsor breaking down the far sideline, tiptoeing. 75-yard touchdown. Excellent throw on the replay. Just a confident throw down the left side. Breaks that early tackle.
Yeah, Harry Kozar couldn't make the tackle there, and then
nice block by Pipko downfield as well.
Absolutely. Number 52 in pursuit there as well. That's Jake Godfrey, who had himself a big first half on defense. He had 5 tackles, 1 forced fumble, but he couldn't make the tackle there. As Saskatchewan now has taken the lead as they put 7 more on the board. It's 21-14.
75-yard touchdown for Smith Windsor. And we saw that Nolan Urang was in for the first quarter, then they switched it for the second. Urain and Smith-Windsor clearly have a connection because they connected a couple of times in the first quarter, and then the first throw of the second half, we see a 75-yard touchdown. That pass only went about 7-8 yards, and Smith-Windsor did the rest, breaking the tackle. Again, Pipko with a nice block here on the replay, and, man, just to shake those last two tacklers right there, the little toe tap from the 20-yard line in, walks to the end zone. Just like that, Saskatchewan up 21-14.
That's a big kid coming at you as well. Godfrey, 6'2", 185 pounds. And might I remind you, these guys are under 16 years old. So Saskatchewan now will kick things off. Manitoba looking to punch back as it's 21-14 now. They had the lead. Now it's 2 scores in a row for Saskatchewan as there's a nice tackle there on special teams. That's number 31. 37, mind you.
So looking back at the first half stats again, Nolan Urain, who played that first quarter, he was 3 for 4 for 54 yards, and then he comes out first throw of the third quarter, and he launches a 75-yard bomb for the touchdown to Smith-Windsor. His partner in crime, which is Kyron Homefin, he had slightly better numbers, 6 for 8, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns on the other side of the ball for Manitoba. It is still Ryan Wurtzfeld. He went 7 for 10, 113 yards, and a TD.
And Onan first, 11 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. And we'll see if we can see his number 34, a few more times as they give a little pitch out there. That's number 88, the big man, Max Payne, as he brings it up and picks up a couple of yards for Manitoba.
How badly did you want to say bring the pain again? I can feel it.
I can only go to the Method Man references so many times.
Yeah, that was nice, kind of just shrugging off the defender there, rumbling his way down to the near sideline, picking up a couple of yards. 2nd and 7, and 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
A big kid there, that Payne, though, looking like a tight end. They hand it off to first, and, might have got away with an offside there as well. I'll have to check the replay here, though. But a good tackle, and look at the little stare down. I like that from Lucas Durant.
See if they jump again. It was very close, but the refs aren't calling it.
That's Durant and Lucien Veretti. That's the first time we've said his name today. Out of Saskatoon, the BJM Saints, 6'1", 240-pound defensive lineman. 240 pounds, Force.
U16. We have to keep reminding you guys, this is U16 football. These are big guys, and Wadding to myself.
Oh, jeez.
We're big boys, but these guys are dwarfing us. It's impressive.
So Manitoba forced to punt now, and it's a good one as well as they kick it to the sidelines. Goes out at the 51 of Saskatchewan, so they'll set things up almost at midfield for their second drive.
Well, this is where Manitoba needs to kind of buckle down. They need a good defensive stop here because Saskatchewan has built momentum. You're saying first quarter and maybe the first half of the second quarter was kind of a more Manitoba's football game, but Saskatchewan clearly getting comfortable, rotating their quarterbacks, and now they have a chance to get more points on the board.
So they're on their own 53 as they spotted it maybe a little generously there. Saskatchewan, again, with Uren back underneath in the shotgun.
He's got 3 receivers out left, but set up for a run.
And then he hands it off to Penner. Penner tries to go up the gut, and he sees positive yardage. Trying to break through. He's got 2 more guys to beat. He cannot do that. Positive run there for Elaine Penner out of Saskatoon.
Great run there, just right up the gut. The offensive line parting the seas for him, and he took advantage of it. Big yardage gain here all the way down to the Manitoba 35.
Boy, I don't know what they said at the halftime here from David Rogers and his coaching staff, but they kicked him in the butt, that's for sure. And Saskatchewan is out there now kicking Manitoba in the butt with the offense, and it's back out there. Number 22, Penner, running it back up, and he takes it almost inside the 20.
Yeah, the Saskatoon native back-to-back plays. That kind of seems to be the theme of Saskatchewan. If it works, let's run it twice.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Until before, Manitoba can make that adjustment. And there's 2 back-to-back solid runs by Penner as they are driving the ball now just outside of the 20-yard line.
You see the replay there, just driving the feet from Penner, taking 3 guys to take him down. So Uren now in shotgun, 1st and 10 on the 35. Got 3 guys in motion. And he hands it off once again to Penner. Penner trying to get the edge, cuts inside. Oh, little spin move, stays on his feet. Nice tackle there. Boy, if he doesn't make that tackle, it looks like he's taking it to the house.
Third time is the charm for Penner as, again, he drives down the right side, getting very close to the end zone.
Owen Sampson with the tackle, the DB, 5'9", 159-pounder.
Again, lining up to the left of Urain, cuts out to the right, breaks that first key tackle, spins off a couple.
Great tackle there, though.
Yeah, that saves a touchdown. That is him sticking with the play, even after he got knocked down.
Textbook there from Sampson. So first down on the 5 here. As Urain hands it off once again to Penner. Great tackle again there. And that's Jesse Tanaka, the 5'9", 165-pound linebacker, saving a touchdown.
Tanaka with a big tackle there, but again, Saskatchewan finding success, feeding the ball to Penner. And he has moved the ball single-handedly from midfield all the way down to now the 4-yard line. Big play coming up for both sides here as Manitoba needs to keep this thing out of the end zone.
Chipping away now. Our Saskatchewan, they're up 21-14. They've had back-to-back scores here. And they fake the handoff. They go pass, looking for number 80 there, Adrian Riom, and Riom not able to haul it in. But it looked like a bit of a broken play there. I don't think that is necessarily what they wanted to do.
I don't think so either, but he did have Riom open. If
Yeah.
he can kind of just bring that in a little bit, just past his outstretched arms. But, yeah, the way Riom reacted there, he turned either the wrong way or he wasn't expecting that pass. So that brings up 3rd and 4, and they will bring on the field goal team.
Decent crowd here at McLeod Stadium in Langley, and the rain has held off. It was pouring this morning, and I was a little bit worried about what these guys were going to get to this afternoon, this evening, but holding off so far, and they're able to kick it through and get the 3 points. As you see the signal from the Zebras. 24-14 now for Saskatchewan. That is now 3 straight scores for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, and 10 on the board to open the third quarter with 6 minutes left. So Manitoba reeling a little bit here, but we'll see if they can get things back on track in this next possession with Wurtzfeld coming back out onto the field.
Saskatchewan really starting to lay the hammer here in the first half.
So, yeah, that's that last series that resulted in a field goal. Again, Penner just driving up the field. He had 4 carries for 54 yards on that last drive. So really moving the offense for Saskatchewan.
So 1st and 10 from the 35 for Wurtzfeld. 24-14 for Saskatchewan. Wurtzfeld looking pass, drops to his right, still looking, and he's just going to take it and run it himself. Try to outrun number 37 there. That's Green Edwards, Tregan Green Edmonds, that is, out of Saskatoon from the BJM Saints.
A bit of a late tackle as he was making his way towards the sideline there. I doubt the Manitoba coaching staff will be happy with that late tackle. But very close to first down yardage. 2nd and 2.
Wurtzfeld wanted pass there, couldn't find it. Out of the shotgun now, he hands things off. And it's Amit Canoe, and Canoe trying to break the tackle. 3, 4, 5 guys eventually before they could take him down. Canoe trying to get some yardage there for Manitoba and unable to do so.
Again, showing off his foot speed and his kind of elusiveness, but that was a long way to go for a net 0. But again, he didn't take a loss. So intriguing position here on a 3rd and 2. Do they bring on the punt squad? It looks like they will.
Yeah, down 10 points and 3 consecutive scores unanswered here. I think it's a smart move for Manitoba. They're reeling just a little bit. Saskatchewan starting to feel themselves early on here in this first half.
But I still do like Wurtzfeld, again, his foot speed and his calmness in the pocket, especially in that first play where he was flushed out and he went down the right side. Again, the sign of a very calm, confident quarterback.
Oh, bad snap goes over the head of Max Payne, and he's going to try and do something out of it. He throws it away. It's picked up there. Jay Ward picks it off, and this is going to be trouble for Manitoba. Saskatchewan is really on top of things right now.
Honestly, the panic throw there might not be the worst thing. He would have been brought down. He just maybe saved himself 5-6 yards. But again, a series of bad snaps. This has to be the 3rd or 4th we've seen from both sides. Payne had little to no options here as he had everyone bearing down on him. And yeah, again, a little flick as he was being tackled by 2 players. So Saskatchewan right back in to Manitoba territory. 1st and 10 on the 22.
All right, Uren now out of the shotgun, and he hands it off to number 30, Levi Koenig, who gets a couple of yards there.
The North Battle Forward native getting a couple of touches after we saw Braden Wolfe dominate the second half and Penner dominate early in the third quarter. So all the running backs getting into the ground game so far for Team Saskatchewan.
So 1st and 10, or 2nd down that is, excuse me. Out of the shotgun, Uren. And he goes play action. And it's picked up there. That's Riom with the pickup. The native of Regina gets a couple more yards for Saskatchewan.
Riom Holland, I believe that's his 4th or 5th reception of the game, so he's been very active. Another favorite target of Nolan Uren. Here comes on the field goal unit from the 22-yard line, looking to add to their lead. Already up 10, 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
And just think of how things have changed here for Manitoba. Up 14-7, deep into that second quarter, and Saskatchewan able to even things up before the half, and now they've rattled off another 10 points. Can they make it 13 here? And the kick is up, and it's good. So 27-14, Saskatchewan extends its lead, and now they're starting to prove why they're the reigning champs.
Yeah, absolutely. A good series of events there, and that's what football comes down to. Turnovers are going to cost you points, and bad snap, and then Max Payne with the kind of interception toss as he was being sacked, and a few minutes later, 3 more points on the board for Saskatchewan. So Manitoba looking to get things back on track here, now down 13 points with 4 minutes to go in the third.
If you're head coach Stefan Hirsch from Manitoba, what are you saying to the players right now as they choose to elect not to punt it? They'll take it on their 30, or not to kick it off, that is. They'll have it on their 35 to start this series. We've seen some positive from Wurtzfeld and some of the playmakers on the scene. They draw us on the ground, though. Once again, just brutal mistakes here for Manitoba. You can see the body language of Wurtzfeld shaking his head as it gets picked up there by Max Goob, and he gobbles it up. Wearing that Purple People Eaters Vikings helmet there.
I love it. Look at this. Gets back, gets the hug from his defensive coordinator there. That is impressive stuff. I want to see the replay of where this fumble, what went wrong here. And, yeah, just a clean fumble on the handoff transition, and Saskatchewan jumped all over it. So right away back in Manitoba territory on the 34-yard line.
And Saskatchewan looks to pass on their first possession here. And let me correct myself. That's Max Gooby. Sorry to the Gooby family. But a good play there from number 76. Hamid Kanu, though, he's got to be frustrated with that one. He's been having a good game so far, but that's not one that you're going to want to put on the highlight reel.
Yes, unfortunately not. And the bleeding continues for Manitoba, but it brings up 2nd and 10 from the 34.
Uren now, shotgun, nobody in the backfield, bunch of people in motion, looks across the field, picked up there. That's Penner as he finds that soft spot and gets a couple of yards.
Nice play by Uren there with a ton of pressure in his face. He was moments away from a sack and a loss of yards. Instead, it brings up a 3rd and 7. Nice haul in there by Penner, too, proving that after 4 runs in a row earlier in the third quarter, he's also got a set of hands.
Well, these guys are young enough. They got a lot in the tank.
Yes. So it brings up an intriguing 3rd and 6.
But when you're up 13, you can toy with it a little bit here. From the 30, they're looking pass, and he's going deep as well. Finds his man. Touchdown, Saskatchewan. Fenwick Andrews with the major.
Very impressive there from Fenwick Andrews. Just cleanly beating his man downfield.
And look at this crowd. I know you can't see it from our camera angle here, folks, but the Saskatchewan contingent is loving it right now.
The Fenwick Andrews fan club coming alive at McLeod Park in Langley.
Selling a lot of those 88 jerseys out there.
There's the replay. Just a nice confident throw again on a 3rd and 6 situation. And as you mentioned, Andrew, that's what you could do when you're up 13 is kind of take some risks.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he saw his man right away. That was the intended play. Outstretched arms on a dime. Ball drops right at the goal line, hauls it in, and just like that, 34-14. And we thought it was going to be Manitoba that was running away with this,
Boy.
and it has gone the opposite direction
It is
and
the
fast.
tale of two halves now. Manitoba really flexed their muscle in that first half. Saskatchewan was able to get themselves back into it, but now, what is that, 27 unanswered points for Saskatchewan as they extend their lead to 34-14, 2:48 to go here in the third Q.
Again, goes back to turnovers. They'll cost you big time, but Saskatchewan 20 points in about 9 minutes of play in the third quarter. So the action coming fast and furious for Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan will kick it off this time.
We should make mention, too, earlier in the first quarter, there was that injury. Number 64, Dayton Dubek-Morriseau, the offensive lineman, the big boy. 6'1", 260 pounds.
We'll get to that in just a moment as picks it up and gets a big chunk of yardage there. The Sindikawabu, number 22 for Manitoba. We said his name a few times in this game. He's one of the game breakers for Manitoba. They're going to need him to step up here down 20.
That might have been the spark that Manitoba was looking for. See on the replay, just cutting it out to the right side, finding his feet, and just out-racing the defenders.
Oh, kind of trucks the defender there a little bit as well.
I love that when a player does that. Like, you can run out of bounds, or you can try to get that extra yard and run over your guy, and just did that. I was mentioning earlier, Dayton Dubek-Morriseau spotted walking off the field, taped up ankle, crutches. So that's a big loss on the offensive line for Manitoba, and it's showing in the third quarter with Saskatchewan's offense.
Okay, Wurtzfeld now out of the shotgun. Little dump pass to the far right sideline there. Picked up, that's number 14, Makuna Adununga. And again, we haven't said his name enough. Early on in the game we did, but haven't said it enough now here since Saskatchewan sort of started taking over this game. That's what they need. They need their playmakers to step up. We know Wurtzfeld has been poised in the pocket, but we're going to need them to clean up the play a little bit, but also get some of their playmakers involved.
Yeah, prolonged poise is what they're looking for. A bunch of first downs in a row. Here we go, 2nd and 2.
Wurtzfeld again rolls out to his right. The southpaw now running, does the slide tackle there. He saw Nitro Ice coming at him and decided, I'm going to pull the chute on this one.
Honestly, though, it is a fantastic play. You look at the field position, even though the sticks are on the other side of the field, he knew exactly where he had to get the first down and then not take any contact from our boy Nitro. So first down on a very smart strategic play by Wurtzfeld just to slide and get the first down.
Feel him breathing down on you. That's number 41. If you're just tuning in, Nitro Ice Hannah has been all over it today. And Saskatchewan there gets it to first, and first picks up what looks like, a first down.
Flag down on the play, so we'll see what comes of this.
And Nitro Ice with the tackle there, a little help from his teammate as well, but see what the Stripes have to say about this as they huddle up together. Manitoba starting to get some good possessions here on offense. They're going to need it if they want to claw back into this. Just a $1:13 to go in the third Q, and they're stuck 20.
Yeah, this is, again, the prolonged drives we've been talking about, getting a couple first downs in a row, getting momentum, getting everyone involved, and this is potentially the drive.
And it's offside. No. Oh, there's a whole bunch of penalties there, and forgive us because we can't hear the referees, but we can see that the sticks are moving for Manitoba. And they listen, they got to get a score here. I'm stating the obvious at this point, but when you drive it down this far, you can't settle for 3 here. They're going to have to get 7.
Well, and they're playing with urgency of a team that is down 20 points.
Wurtzfeld, he's got one man in the backfield.
1st and 10 on the 19.
And he's looking pass right away, and he's picked off. No, he's not. Oh, my. Noah Finkeldy out of Regina will want that one back. I thought that was an easy interception there, but not able to haul it in was number 20 in green.
Wow, Wurtzfeld just didn't see him sneaking across the middle, just kind of hiding out underneath the goalpost, and that was in his hands. He's stunned he did not come away with that, and maybe that is the break that Manitoba was looking for.
We saw that in the first half as well, as Finkeldy almost was able to get a pick in the first half. Looked like it could have been a pick 6. He throws deep for the end zone, and nobody's there. First has got his hand out, wondering what's going on. Should have been a call, perhaps. But no, they do not see it that way. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 now for Manitoba.
On the 14, and that was one of the rare occasions where we saw Wurtzfeld look a little uncomfortable in the pocket. Saskatchewan putting the pressure on him, forcing him for the overthrow in the corner of the end zone.
And as mentioned, they don't want 3 here. They need 7. They've got to get themselves back into this game. Shotgun. Oh, no, he does kick it. Nobody's going for it. And what happens here? Doesn't look like anybody touched the ball. But that's going to be a turnover on downs.
A single
point. Excuse me, yes.
That was close, though.
Gotta love the Rouge.
Yes. The Rouge. So 34-15. So you said they need to walk away with points plural, but will a point suffice?
Yeah, I don't know about that. 1 point now. They stopped the bleeding, sort of. They snapped the 27 unanswered points that Saskatchewan had sustained, but it's now 34-15. Maybe a wise move there by Wurtzfeld, though, just figuring we're not going to get a whole lot here. But I'm wondering if they're sort of kicking themselves on that last game. We got Laundry on the field already as we see a run up the gut there by Penner. And we'll have to see exactly what the call is, but it happened early at the line of scrimmage.
I think it was offside. Nolan Urain still under center for Saskatchewan. The handoff to Penner, who, if it does stand, picked up a bunch of yards. And it is against Saskatchewan, so that ball is coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, the 9 seconds of the third quarter, 34-15. So definitely a turning of the tides. Not really what we thought was going to be the situation coming into this quarter, but impressive football for Saskatchewan. And, yeah, they're itching for more as the clock ticks down.
Well, a couple of mistakes on the Manitoba side, and Saskatchewan was able to capitalize on that. Let's see if they can continue to do so, if Manitoba's defense can get themselves back in the game. Urain now hands it off on the end around. That's Riom there, and he picks up just a few yards.
Riom, already known for honing in a couple of passes so far this game, gets the handoff, picks up a couple of yards. That brings us to the end of the third quarter.
34-15 Saskatchewan, and what started off as a 14-all going into the second half, and Saskatchewan just continued to put their foot on the gas. Manitoba is going to have to find a way to get themselves back into it as we start here.
Final play of the third quarter, clock at zeros.
2nd and 11, passes it out to the wide side there. Smith-Windsor picks it up, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
Not enough for the first down, so when the fourth quarter gets underway, it'll be 3rd down and long. It's safe to say the punt team will probably be coming on for Saskatchewan.
Going to want to play it safe here for Saskatchewan as they flip the field.
So do you think that they now go, they've been doing the quarterback rotation. Do you think we see Kyron Holmfen open up the fourth quarter here?
Perhaps, but at the same time, I mean, when you've got your end doing things that he's done, I mean, you know, how do you pull him out at this point, right? I know Holmfen was good throughout when he came in, but Uren has really brought Saskatchewan back into this game. So,
and I think Sullivan Smith-Windsor off the 75-yard touchdown reception, he's probably hoping his buddy Nolan sticks around because they clearly have great chemistry.
Absolutely. 34-15 Saskatchewan. And the reigning champs now are out here 3rd and 8 from their own 37, so they'll punt this one away.
Great to be back, though. He said,
yeah.
First time this event's happened since 2019. It's fun seeing the 4 provinces duke it out. After this game at 7 o'clock, we have another great clash. We got BC versus Alberta. And then Wednesday, we got a bronze medal and gold medal game coming up again right here at McLeod Park. So
absolutely.
It's football season.
So they punt it away. It's a good punt at that. Manitoba picks it up. And they try to get some yardage just right out to the sideline. Sinikawabu there.
That was the best punt we've seen all game.
Yeah, absolutely. And just couldn't get anything there. Saskatchewan sort of piles up on the far sideline. So they'll kick things off here for Manitoba, and they're going to have to get some points on the board quickly here for us. I mean, 11:39 to go in the game. They're going to have to get some points quickly, but their defense is also going to have to – they got to get a turnover or something. Change the momentum here.
Well, we saw with Saskatchewan, they put up 20 points in a 9-minute span in the third quarter. So it is possible, but yeah, we're going to need some Ryan Wurtzfeld magic. We're going to need,
I think they're doing this all over again from the looks of it. Sorry, Forrest.
No. 3rd and 8 on the 37, and
yeah, they're going to do this all over again. So that was a good punt for Saskatchewan. Going to have to do it all over again, though.
Going back to what I was saying about Manitoba, though, I think like Wurtzfeld's been trying to pull his weight. First has been very quiet since about the first quarter. So there's a guy you really need to target to get going.
So Gorniak gets it off, and it's picked up by the Sindikawabu. And oh, what a tackle there! A.J. Ward. Holy!
That brings the crowd to their feet.
Absolutely. The Saskatchewan contingent is loving it right now. Check out the replay here as he goes up and under.
Yeah, he wasn't getting around his man. That is a textbook tackle. Great stuff from Saskatchewan.
So Manitoba now, ball on on their own 39, and they're down 19 in the game.
Sticking with Wurtzfeld, so it looks like he will be the quarterback for the entirety for Manitoba.
Feels like he's done his job. Oh, there's another flag right off the play. Canoe gets taken down right away by number 20, Finkeldy.
Finkeldy losing his helmet in the process. There is a flag down on the near side.
And it looks like, is it offside for Saskatchewan? We'll have to see here. The sticks are staying where they are.
It is against Manitoba, according to the pointing of the ref. Again, we're up in the booth. We can't quite hear what the refs are saying. So we're going to go off the hand gestures here.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they're moving things back. Yep. So they're back down now. 5 yards.
Got 3 receivers out to the right.
Wurtzfeld with first in the backfield. You're absolutely right. We haven't seen a lot of 34 here from Manitoba. Early in the game, we saw a lot of them. Wurtzfeld coming out.
There we go.
Perhaps. Or do we have a timeout here for Manitoba?
Again, some confusion on the field. Yeah, we did. The first was maybe the biggest impact player of either side in that opening quarter, at least.
Yeah.
And he's gone very quiet. Also, that is a byproduct of when you are down by 20 points, you got to start throwing the ball.
Seeing those Alberta players on the sideline itching to go. They want to get in there. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, the Alberta players starting to slowly, just kind of creeping out, seeing what the park looks like, getting ready to go.
2nd and 16 now for Manitoba from their own 33. Wurtzfeld in the shotgun. He's got first behind him.
See what they've dialed up after the timeout.
And he's looking pass here right away, and they're going to need it. Little dump pass. Gives it to first. Let's see if the big truck. Oh, my. What a hit there. Number 44, Keenan Struthers out of Regina. First time we've seen his name. He makes an impact right away.
And what an impact. That is 2 big boys, and they are hitting hard.
Look at this. Oh.
Helmet to helmet. You felt that one all the way up here in the broadcast booth. What a hit.
So 3rd and 9, and, well, the game is a bit out of hand at the moment, so we'll see what Manitoba does. Wurtzfeld is still out there. We did see him kick the single on the last possession for Manitoba.
From their own 40.
But he's got first behind him and 3 men in motion, and he's looking to pass, and he's looking to go deep, and he can't make the pass, but there's going to be a PI call there. Very fortunate for Manitoba as the pass interference, the intended receiver, Connor Plant. And we'll see from the replay here.
There was no doubt on that one. Both referees throwing their flag.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of draped over his back.
Liam Platt,
yeah,
the DB out of Regina.
You see he pops up and trying to do his best. Kind of, oh, nope, wasn't me.
There's a look at Team BC as they're itching to go. They'll be the next game here right afterwards here on Sports Canada TV and YouTube with our friends from Football Canada. Of course, want to give a shout out to BCPFA for hosting the event here at McLeod Stadium, but it'll be a 1st and 10 for Manitoba. And if you're Saskatchewan right now, I know there's 10 minutes left. I know it's a 19-point game, but you know how quickly things can swing. You got to stay poised.
And that's what we're about to find out right here. A big play, 1st and 10.
Wurtzfeld now hands it off to the truck first. He tries to find the edge, cuts out. Oh, good tackle there. That's Lucas Edmonds out of Regina with the tackle.
Saskatchewan getting a couple of players now stepping up for defensive players that we haven't mentioned a lot. Lucas Edmonds, the latest right there with a very impressive tackle, keeping first on the outside.
And Gorniak with the disturbance there to be able to get him to swing out. And, yeah, great play there for Saskatchewan. So despite the PI, they're going to try and keep their team in as Wurtzfeld now still in shotgun.
Loss of 2 yards on that play. It's a 2nd and 12.
He's got 4 guys out to his left, 1 to his right, and first in the backfield. He pitches it back to Canoe. Canoe picks it up. He's going to try to go hard on the left sideline. He does. Picks up the positive yardage. The 40, the 30, and he gets tackled. There's a flag on the play, but that's going to be first down, we think, at least, for Manitoba.
Yeah, that ball came out at the very end, too, but I think he was already out of bounds at that point. This kid's speed, wow.
Amid Canoe.
I mean, this is a showcase for a reason. He's showcasing his speed here. Let's see what the refs decide, but at least we'll check out the replay and admire it regardless of what the call ends up being here. Just foot speed where these guys just simply can't catch him. He picks his angle, jets down the sideline.
See, the laundry came out there. They tried to punch it out, and they did, but it didn't matter as we see Sinikawabu talking to the officials right now.
This could be a big, pivotal decision here. Manitoba needs this to go their way.
It's a chop block
against Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
So that's going to add even more yards onto that play. And
again, talked about poised force.
Yep.
And Saskatchewan's going to have to keep it here because, I mean, they've eaten a minute off the clock. It's 9:04 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is still a 19-point advantage for Saskatchewan, but they can cut into this here, and you never know what can happen with 9 minutes to go.
And that's that Canoe speed. He's the difference maker.
So Wurtzfeld now out of the shotgun. He's looking past once again, and he goes to the side. That's going to be a touchdown. Yes, it is. Right there. Mikud Adanunga with the touchdown, and Manitoba now starting to chip away.
There is a flag down, late flag on the field. We'll see what that's for. But if the touchdown stands, nice little pass there by Ryan Wurtzfeld, finding his receiver in the far right corner of the end zone. A very impressive play from the 13-yard line.
Odanunga with another reception. And look at this, just wide open. Great play call there from Manitoba.
Brings that way he brought that ball into. Let's see what the penalty ends up being here, though. Oh, they're lining up for the extra point. Penalty is against Saskatchewan. Roughing the passer penalty.
So Manitoba, are they going for the deuce here?
I believe they are.
It's got to be a better way to say that, by the way. Out of the shotgun here.
This would cut the lead to 11.
Sindikawabu takes it. He's going to try and get the edge. Can he get in? Yes, he does. Okay, folks, stay where you are right now. Manitoba trying to get themselves back into the ball game. It's 34-23.
That we said they were in must-win, must-point territory, if that makes sense. And they did it. They marched down the field. Canoe sparking the offense.
There's a good shot of the crowd here at McLeod Stadium as well. I told you, a lot of Sasky, a lot of green there in the crowd, but you know the Manitoba contingent is here as well as they hope to see their boys try to get themselves back into this ball game. Now stuck 11, but still 8:57 to go.
That crowd shot, pretty funny. Again, it's early July. It's like sunscreen, and I saw some people with blankets and hoodies there.
Swear to God, it's summer here in Vancouver. It was very summery over the Canada Day weekend, in fact, but a bit of a fall-like day here in Langley for this first game of the U16 West Challenge.
I put my foot in my mouth when I was doing a football game here at McLeod Park in Langley in December, and it was BC versus Saskatchewan. And I said it is a very, very chilly -2, freezing temperatures here. And everyone in Saskatchewan watching on YouTube, the comments, it's -34 here right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that would be balmy in Saskatchewan.
Yes.
It comes in mid-December as when Manitoba kicks things off, and Saskatchewan picks it up there. Good tackle.
I was trying to save myself, saying it's a wet cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, listen, -2's freezing here.
Yeah.
Sorry to the folks in Saskatchewan that might be shaking their fists right now, but nonetheless, Saskatchewan. Now, it's all about ball possession, really, at this point for Saskatchewan as well. And
they made a switch at quarterback.
They have. Homefen is back in under center as he hands off the ball to Wolfe. Wolfe runs it up the middle, and again, it's all about ball possession at this point. Just run that clock down.
It seems like they almost have duos, too. Wolfe has been playing a lot when Homefen is in. It is Smith-Windsor partnered up a lot when Urane's in. So Saskatchewan clearly has these little pairings that have worked really well for them. So, with the clock ticking down, just coming up on 8 minutes left in the game, we'll see if Homefen rides this thing out and can seal the victory for Saskatchewan.
Kieran Homefen, just 5'8", 145 pounds, out of Saskatchewan. His club team's the BJM Saints. As he's in shotgun now, but he's got Wolfe next to him. He goes to pass, right sideline there. It's picked up by Pipko, and maybe not what you want at this point to be able to stop the clock.
Not quite first down either, so decision time. And, Saskatchewan not taking any risks here. They're bringing on the punt team.
Interesting play call there for Saskatchewan.
I think that ball, we'll see on the replay maybe, if the Pipko it was kind of almost thrown behind him as opposed to if it didn't lead him, he would have had the positive yardage. Yeah, 3rd and 4. So I think the thought on that play was he was going to catch it, drive up the sideline, and the ball was just a little high. By the time he brought it down, he was knocked out of bounds.
So Gorniak to kick it here for Saskatchewan. And we got a timeout, Manitoba.
Yeah, I think there potentially was going to be too many men on the field there, so
that's their last time out, too. That's not going to be good for Manitoba as they try to get back in this. They're down 11 right now, 7:49 to go. How big is this possession right now for Manitoba?
This is, I expect what we've seen all game long from Ryan Wurtzfeld, the quarterback, number 12. He has impressed. He's been calm in the pocket, and I think he's going to need that calming influence on the rest of his team, and he's going to need his team to haul in passes. We've seen a few drop passes, more so in the first half, and they cannot afford any mistakes at this point.
So Gorniak to kick. Gets it off clean, and it's a good one. Picked up around the 32 there. Nowhere to go. And Saskatchewan's going to like that. That's positive for them. Let's see if Manitoba can work their way down the field. Still like 7:38 to go. Lots of time, but lots of field to pick up here for Manitoba.
Yeah, they'll be starting about their own 36-yard line after that punt return where he just kind of got balled up on the far sideline. See how close, again, we've seen the one blocked kick, but there's been so many.
Ooh.
A bit of a strange tackle,
yeah,
too,
a little
on the
mix-up
replay.
there.
Both players walking away unscathed.
Braden Hyde and Dorian Sifton, two names we have not said so far, a DB and a receiver there, getting sort of tied up, but no harm, no foul. And Wurtzfeld now in the shotgun.
He's looking out to his right side at number 9 here. I wouldn't be surprised if he looks. Yep, there it is.
Oh, and boy, jumping that route once again was Finkelaldi. Finkelaldi's been on top of it when it comes to reading plays.
Yeah, and I think Wurtzfeld might have telegraphed that one a little bit. Like
you were calling it from here.
You could see it up here. He was telling him where to go, looking over at Mason Voot, and we'll see on the replay that if he makes that pass clean, there's a chance for positive yardage.
But you really got to zip it there, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't haul or leave it laying up there.
Yeah.
You're just asking your receiver to get hurt at that point. So not the greatest pass for Wurtzfeld.
This is a big play, though. 2nd 10. Need a first down.
Wurtzfeld out of the shotgun now. Looks to the sideline. and just overthrows his man. Can't get it to Max Payne. And that's going to be Payne for Manitoba, as they're going to have to try to see what they're going to do here. 6:52 to go, down 11. Do you go for it at this point with, in not deep in your own zone, but enough around the 36-yard line?
Yeah, bringing down the punt team for this one.
Yeah.
I think there is enough time on the clock that you can make something happen. If you just obviously have to get a 3-and-out here. You see on that coverage for Payne, the ball was overthrown a little bit, but the coverage was absolutely fantastic by Nitro.
Botch snap there, able to get it off. It's picked up. That's Wolfe, and he is going in deep into the Manitoba zone. What a pickup there. I don't know if that was Wolfe or Liam Platt. No, it was Liam Platt, number 26, the DB out of Regina, picks up a huge chunk for Saskatchewan, and they can really put the dagger into this game if they can put 7 on the board.
Impressive by the kicker to get that away. But yeah, taking that punt clean with momentum, running up that right side. And just smart athletic play, finding the gaps, taking the hits, and just keeping his feet moving.
And the seas just parted there. Home fan back under center. Now it's a bad snap. He's on top of it, though, and it's going to be a loss for Saskatchewan. A little bit of sloppy play here a little bit.
We'll see. Yeah, just completely missed him to the left side. So some miscommunication there and a bit of a bad snap. But very smart for him to scramble back and fall on top of that. But that is a long 2nd and 21 now on the 33.
So home fan out of the shotgun. He's got Penner next to him. 3 men in motion. And he is going to pass. He dumps it off to Penner. And Penner looking for the, great tackle right there. Number 53, Jackson Rosolowicz.
5'9", 164 pounds, showing his athleticism on that play. Penner just not being able to break free, so it brings up 3rd and long.
The first time we said his name today. And Manitoba now trying to get their guys out there. They're trying to take away the deep ball. Got a different court. No, it's a punt here, yeah.
Just rolled to the back.
There it is. Didn't know if Saskatchewan was going to try to just attempt to go for it there.
I think that's what caused the confusion with Manitoba making a last-minute substitution there, thinking that was possibly the case.
Mm-hmm.
But now they are in a massive time crunch here. 5:23 left in the 4th quarter.
34-23. Saskatchewan, the number 1 seed coming into this. Manitoba, the number 4 seed. But might I remind you, whole different team here for both sides, or for all 4 teams in this showcase in the U16 Western Challenge. We'll see Alberta, the number 3 seed, against BC, the number 2 seed, in the next game following this one. So keep it locked right here. Football Canada YouTube, Sports Canada TV.
It is great to have this challenge back, though, again. Coming out of the pandemic, haven't had this since 2019, and you can tell by the turnout and all the fans here at McLeod Park that they are itching to see some high-quality football today, and both teams have delivered.
Home of the Langley Rams. Beautiful stadium here at McLeod Stadium, and it's covered as well. So if there were to be some rain in the forecast, the fans will be okay.
And you and I.
Yeah, massive shout-out to our friends at Sports Canada TV for producing today. Doing a fantastic job.
Our statistician extraordinaire as well.
Absolutely.
Big series of downs here. If they can lock it down, pretty much ball game.
You can sense a bit of frustration from the Manitoba sideline, and in particular for Ryan Wurtzfeld, who's been the quarterback all day for Manitoba, as Saskatchewan has flip-flopped between 2 quarterbacks. But Wurtzfeld has held things down, and early on in this game, Manitoba looked like it could have pulled off I don't know if you want to call it an upset, because as mentioned, it is 2 different teams, but they are seeded 1 and 4. But Manitoba, tale of 2 halves for them.
Yeah, and again, them alternating between home fan and Urin as their quarterbacks. As you just mentioned, it's been Wurtzfeld all the way. They do have Ethan Funk as another quarterback option on the Manitoba bench, but again, it appears it's going to be Wurtzfeld if they are going to complete the comeback victory.
And the lefty pitches it off there to first as he tries to cut inside, and he does get some great yardage, brings it up to the 55, but is the ball out? Saskatchewan is saying that they have it as
see what the refs are.
Oh, it's going to be
scrambling into the pile.
I think they just got a little ahead of themselves there. First able to come up with the ball, and first down, Manitoba. So 4:53 to go here. Clock is running. Manitoba going to do something. They're going to have to do it quickly. Maybe a deep ball here.
Nice little play by First here. He could have gone to the outside. Instead, he cuts back in, finds the gap, fights it off. And that ball did come out very temporarily, but he had the wherewithal to immediately jump on it.
Basically from the 55. And a run, but I don't know, Adam, at this point here, I know it's first down. You sort of want to set the tone here, but they got to get things moving.
This is what we saw from them in the first quarter, though, and it did end up working. They would run on the first down, get a little bit of a play, pick up a couple of yards.
They had time on their hands at that point.
True, and then they're looking outside. I see on the left side they have the two receivers. Let's see if he looks that way. Right. One in motion now.
Wurtzfeld now. Now he's looking to pass, but he's been all over him. That's number 44. Keenan Struthers, the 5'10" linebacker out of Regina with the tackle, and that's going to be a big one for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, he looked left, but the coverage just sealed everything up. He had no options there. By the time he was able to look to his right, it was too late. They were coming in hard on him, and Struthers making an impact late in the game. He's the one who had that big hit on First just a few minutes ago.
Lucas Durant in on the tackle as well, 5'10", 191 pounds out of Regina. So Wurtzfeld now 3rd and 10. This could be the ball game really right here. And he's got, Durant just takes him down. Lucas Durant lighting up Wurtzfeld, and boy, that could be the ball game right there for Saski.
That might have been the biggest hit of the game for either team. Durant, wow, just left uncontested. Let's see, how does he break through here? He just isn't picked up on that left side. Wurtzfeld has no options there. He is left out to dry by his offensive lineman.
You got to protect the blind side for us.
Oh,
holy.
They did not. What a hit. Watching from up here in the press box, the Saskatchewan sideline just erupting on that hit, and rightfully so. Saski ball, 1st and 10.
And they're inside the Manitoba, and whoa, is that going to be a horse tackle? Perhaps it could be. Big number 90, Lincoln Zylstra with the tackle, 6'2", 275 pounds. As he takes down Levi Koenig. Yeah, horse tackle there.
Yeah.
Zylstra, boy, he's a big kid, 275.
Yeah, that can't feel good,
No.
taken down like that. But sticks will move, and Saskatchewan looking to put an exclamation point on this game. Holmfin still under center, so it looks like he'll be taking this one down the home stretch.
3:06 to go, and the clock is running, 35-23 for Saskatchewan.
If they want to put this up in the air, Smith-Windsor's out to the left right now.
Oh, you're thinking that, are you? I like the way you think there, Forrest.
They look that way.
Little dump off to Riom. Doesn't get any yardage there as he's taken down by Brunel-Torrey. Xavier Brunel-Torrey, the 6'1" D lineman, 235 pounds himself. Big kid as well. First time we've said his name today as he makes a play, but Saskatchewan keeps that clock running.
I like how they spaced that out, though. You did have Windsor Smith, who ran that route down the far left side, which opened up that gap short out left. Nice, simple throw. Keep the ball in play. Keep the clock running. And 2nd 11. So you lost a yard in that play, but it doesn't really hurt because you just took time off the clock.
2:44 to go. Humfan out of shotgun. Looking pass and looking deep as well. Is he able to make it? Oh, what a catch there. Oh, my. Fenwick Andrews with the touchdown and the dagger for Saskatchewan.
His 2nd touchdown of the half. What a catch. The ball just slightly underthrown. He reaches back over top of his defender and pulls it in. Wow, with his defender's hands right in his face, he pulls it in about 3 yards shy of the end zone and hauls it in. And he has been the difference maker, I think, of the second half for Team Saskatchewan. He has been all over the field, and he has 2 touchdowns to show for it.
It's not overly quick, home fam, but when he cocks it back there, he can really get it deep, and he's proven to use it as a weapon twice now in the game.
I don't know if Ty Fedek Andrews has like a touring bus that he brought out all the fans, but anytime he touched the ball, this place has erupted, and it's pretty cool to watch. So I don't know if he just has a big BC contingent watching him, or he brought the whole family and the cousins and the second and third cousins, because he definitely has the biggest supporting group here.
TFA with another TD for Saskatchewan, as it's now 42-23 with 2.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and that one sealed it. I think I'm safe to say that cash your bets out. That one sealed it.
Yeah, absolutely. So based on that, it will be Saskatchewan in the gold medal game on Wednesday.
Yeah, the number 1 seed, and coming up, we've got Alberta versus British Columbia, the hosts here. Could we see a rematch, Saskatchewan versus BC, the 2019 final back in Kamloops? And it's picked up here. That's Vogt. And he tries to get the outside edge. Oh, might be a face mask there, and you look who's in on that tackle. Yeah. Oh, that's not good, though. That's not good. 41, Nitro Ice Hana, the dynamic linebacker who's got 2 sacks in the game. Maybe a bit of a cramp. We'll see. Oh, he's looking like he's okay there. Boy, almost like a soccer injury.
They just wanted to test the trainer's reaction time.
You never know. Sometimes
she flew across the field there.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that.
See, yeah, maybe
cramp, maybe quick one.
I think they might have got away with a face mask call there as well.
Riel Priangi in with the tackle as well, with Nitro Ice.
So Wurtzfeld looking to make something happen.
Are you surprised that Wurtzfeld's still in the game?
I think so. Yeah, let him finish it up. I mean, he's definitely not the reason that they're down right now.
I just figured maybe get some reps, but the ball, poor snap, and what happened there? Manitoba has picked it back up. First able to get on the pigskin.
Yeah, just a bad transition on the snap again.
Yeah.
They didn't even make it back to Wurtzfeld.
So Manitoba looking like they're going to be in the bronze medal game, and something crazy happens, unless something crazy happens here, as they're down 19.
See if he takes a shot here.
Wurtzfeld now, yeah, he's looking for it, and he tries to go deep, and it is picked off there. Number 26, Liam Platt with the interception, dodges a couple of tackles, and he's taken down by First and Canoe, and that is most definitely going to be it here, as they're Manitoba at this point just trying to force things, really.
Yeah, it's unfortunate Wurtzfeld threw that pick, but you kind of have to take the risk when you're down and there's 2 minutes to go. But again, throwing in double coverage, great read by Platt there to just kind of, watched his eyes, tracked it, came across to support his defender, and then also picked up a good chunk of yardage after the play here too, taking on a couple of the linemen.
I believe that was Penner out there as well, the running back, trying to help him out, playing on both sides of the ball. So they'll take it over here, Saskatchewan. They hand it off. It goes up the gut, and that's a big chunk of yards there. That's Koenig going right up the middle, the North Battleford running back, with a few yards for Saskatchewan.
Not satisfied with 42 points. They want more with a $1.54 left in the game.
Good tackle by Nolan Poirier. Haven't said that name yet. As Saskatchewan now, 2nd and 3. The clock is running in the shotgun. And he hands it off. That's to number 88 there, Fedek Andrews.
And there goes the cheering section again.
Yeah, absolutely. Third major of the game for Fedek Andrews.
Third major of the game. Third major of the half for Fedek Andrews. He had a couple of receptions in the opening 2 quarters. He has been a difference maker.
And there's some of the crowd there that you saw. And, just look at that. Just gate wide open, runs right through it.
Smart player though, right? He could have kept going to that far right side, and he saw his hole if he cut in, and he marches right into the end zone.
So Saskatchewan is going to take this game, just a matter of seconds before it's all done. 49-23 as they put the extra on the board. And this game was 14-all at the half, if you remember, Force, but things got a little out of hand here for Manitoba.
35 points for Saskatchewan in the second half, 20 in a 9-minute span in the third quarter. We speculated what was the coaching staff's message at halftime, because whatever it was, it clearly worked.
And they listened. Absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, we still have to see what BC and Alberta is going to offer up, but Saskatchewan looking like they are the team to beat at this tournament.
Yeah, curious to see what we get from Alberta and BC as well. As mentioned, BC, the silver medalists in 2019 in Kamloops. British Columbia hosting the event once again. First time in 2 years that they're able to pull off this event. And as we mentioned earlier here in the broadcast, just feels good to be back in the booth. Feels good to have these young men be able to play football once again. As it's a bit of a line drive there and goes out of bounds right around the 19. There's going to be a flag down on the play.
Couple of flags down.
1:34 to go. So you can see on the screen here, 49-23, Saskatchewan headed to the gold medal game.
These two teams putting on a show for a packed house at McLeod Park.
As mentioned, really good for tackle football to be able to get back playing once again, get these kids back playing the game that they love. Many thanks to Football Canada for putting this event together. Jim Mullen, of course, president of Football Canada. We'll speak to him in the booth on Wednesday here as he'll join us for the gold medal game.
You get a sense, just give you a sense of how passionate some of these fans are. I'm just looking out and seeing the last interception was from Platt. There's a Platt jersey in the crowd.
No.
So.
Look at that. Gotta love that. The proud faithful. So as mentioned, just a matter of seconds. 94 seconds to be correct left in this game.
And coming up in just over 30 minutes with BC versus Alberta just off in the distance in the side field here. BC warming up.
They're chomping at the bit right now.
Yeah.
They want to get out there. You can see them. We can see them from the far side.
Yeah.
As Wirtzfeld just going through the motions as he hands it off to Canoe.
I mean, you get the sense of this. They haven't played in this since 2019.
Yeah.
And you're now minutes away from getting things going. You're eager. You want to hit someone. We saw a bit of that nervous energy to start this game, and then the offensive explosion from both sides. So it'll be curious to see if that is something that BC and Alberta offer up, or they come ready to go right off that opening kickoff.
I am surprised that Wirtzfeld's still in the game here, though.
Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap there. And at this point, you're in the bronze medal game. You're going to want to win that bronze medal game. Why not keep your starter, fresh, perhaps without injury? You never know what can happen here in the dying seconds. We've already seen one injury in this game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and you hope it's not then too severe for Dayton Dubek more so. Walking off the field at the half with crutches. It looked like it was a right ankle injury. Kind of got rolled up, the big offensive lineman. 6'1", 260 pounds. U16, Andrew.
Well, I mean, listen, with that size, you're going to be missing that guy on your O-line. Absolutely.
So hopefully he is healed up by Wednesday. Down to a final minute.
As Manitoba looks to punt the ball away. And they get it off clean, but it's not a good one. Only goes about 20, 25 yards or so. And it's picked up there and just taken out on the sideline. That's number 26, Liam Platt.
Flags down on the play. Get a bit of a high snap, and the pressure from the defense. He kind of had to get that kick up and away right away. Couldn't do that driving kick that we've seen a couple of times. Must feel pretty good for Saskatchewan, though, after a bit of a sluggish start. I mean, like you said, they were down 14-7. So for them to put this offensive total, 49 points on the board, knowing that they'll be playing for gold on Wednesday, pretty good feeling. Crossing the Rockies, coming here, celebrating Canada Day long weekend with a massive win.
Just a tale of two halves completely. Looked like Manitoba, perhaps could steal this game, but Saskatchewan in the second half just put their foot on the gas and never let up. And speaking of never letting up there, that's number 30, Levi Koenig, who just kept on going. The native of North Battlefield picking up some positive yardage for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, battling all the way through there, picking up extra yards. Kind of the theme of the day is just they've kind of had that extra little grit factor to them. Saskatchewan's depth is kind of showing here, right?
Yeah.
Where they've had it's been by committee. It hasn't been one player. You have the dual quarterback situations. You have Rogan Pipko at receiver, who's had a very impressive game, but on the other side, the other receiver, Sullivan Smith-Windsor, Ty Fedek Andrews, the other receiver. All these guys have multiple catches. It's not one guy doing all the offense.
Yeah, Braden Wolfe as well, running the ball like this. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The depth has really shone here on the Saskatchewan team, and then of course on defense, that killer first half that Nitro Ice Hana had.
Yeah.
2 sacks in the first half, just disrupting everywhere. Saskatchewan now will go into victory formation, down on the knee, and they'll run this clock out, and Saskatchewan is headed to the gold medal game here at the U16 West Challenge as they take down Manitoba 49-23. Just another knee here to finish things off as Manitoba looks and, well, when they go into the locker room right now, they're going to wonder, how did this get away from us? We were right in there in the first half, and then the second half, Saskatchewan just exploded.
Yep, and it's a jubilation on the field right now. All the players jumping around the center field area. Standing ovation from the Saskatchewan faithful who made the drive to come watch today's events. And they are off to the gold medal game. An impressive performance. You said they didn't seem like they had a very cohesive group early in the first quarter, and late in the second quarter and clearly at halftime, this team found a way to gel, and everyone, it was, again, by committee.
It feels like Manitoba's playmakers just ran out of it. They couldn't match Saskatchewan's depth, and their playmakers in the first half that did all the work weren't able to do it in the second half. I mean, a good effort for Brian Wurtzfeld under center for Manitoba. Some positives to be drawn from the loss for Manitoba, but at the same time, they will not be playing for gold on Wednesday.
Yeah, and you know what? It was on both sides of the ball. Like, we can talk all about their offensive explosion, but defensively, like in the first half, Manitoba's Onan first. He had 102 yards and a touchdown on 11 carries. He was kind of invisible in the second half, and it's not really at fault of his own. It's because Saskatchewan balled him up. They didn't let him go anywhere, and they played him tough. So maybe that was one of the messages from the coaching staff is like, if you guys want to win, you got to keep this kid in line, and they clearly did because Manitoba had 0 ground game. Yeah,
Manitoba led the first half with 255 net yards to 207 to Saskatchewan. We'll get the second half stats here in just a moment, but I know how one-sided they were from Saskatchewan just from watching the game. But we're 29 minutes away from Game 2 of this evening. It'll be the number 2 seed, British Columbia, versus the number 3 seed, Alberta. Stick with us here, right here on YouTube, Football Canada YouTube, and, of course, Sport Canada TV. For Adam Forsythe, I'm Andrew Wadden. We'll be back for the second game right here. Keep it locked.